Let's do this.
Many of the mutants, disguised as human beings, are walking the streets of Earth.
Subscribe today, Tommy, if you love movies.
Hey, look at boobies! I like movies. Hey, Cinema Gulp, where are ya? Help!
Hey, take it easy.
But I lost Cinema Gulp.
Stay calm. Just go to YouTube to subscribe and hit the bell for all the latest videos.
Hey, we're Cinema Gulp and we drink your cinema.
Thanks, Joe. Now I can subscribe.
And subscribing is half the battle.
Just a little bit of a golfer's clap there. Just a little one of those. Hey, thank you for being here, everybody. Welcome to CG Live, and happy Friday the 13th, right, Kat?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, that was weak. Not you. The clap. It sucked. So tonight is going to be a very interesting show because I love it that we've had 2 Friday the 13th already. And who knows, we might have another one in 2026. I haven't checked, probably not, but we might. So this is going to be a weird one. Lately, I've been going backwards because, our 10th year anniversary is coming up next month. And so I went back to 2016 when we first started reviewing. And this stream, I wanted to go back to 2006. And I think the next time we do a live stream, we'll probably go back to 1996 because that was a banger year of movies. This one, not so much. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, Kat, but I was shocked when I researched 2026 and I was like, you had some big swings. You had one of the weaker Scorsese movies finally winning Best Director. It was kind of a strange year, but as far as indie stuff goes, there was a lot of good stuff in 2006.
I think The Departed is better than Goodfellas. I mean, everybody says they won it. You won that because everybody says you won it for The Departed because they should have given it to Goodfellas. I'm like, nah, the right movie won between those two.
Well, yeah, that's obviously subjective. I disagree, but we can talk about that. The Departed to me was like a comedy. Like every time Jack Nicholson showed up, I was kind of laughing. I mean, that's not a bad thing.
I saw Goodfellas for the first time this year. It was part of our series From the Pile, where my friend Ernesto and I shame each other over movies we hadn't seen. And I watched it, and I just felt the whole thing was like a series of vignettes that the guy's narrating, almost like relentless backstory. And I'm waiting for him to stop so the movie can begin. It's like, okay, you filled me in all of this information. When are we gonna start the movie? And then it never really happens.
Have you seen a Martin Scorsese movie before? I mean, Raging Bull, Godfather 2.
Godfather 2 doesn't do that. Godfather 2 is a couple solid stories.
Okay, but then you get it after Goodfellas. You do get it in Casino, which to me was really weird because they had like 3 different people. Yeah, it was like 3 different.
I also like The Departed. I mean, Casino has some more iconic scenes in it, like with the cornfield scene and stuff like that. That just like sears. I saw that as a little kid, and that just kind of seared my brain.
Dude, I'm glad I'm not alone on that. That scene was so brutal. If I have a brother, and it was just watching that scene was so like uncomfortable and it was rough. It was rough. I think we got someone in the chat here. Oh, hey, Matt's here.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, kick ass! It's Kat. Yes. My buddy Protein says it's on. We'll get to these when John shows up. John wants to be a part of more of the talking about the Friday the 13th movies, but Bumpmaster one says I love Friday the 13th Part 3. So do I. A lot of people don't. I like it. I actually got to see it in 3D a couple of years ago, and it's goofy, but it's fun. I know it's cheesy, but it's a lot of fun. And it's when Jason gets the mask. A lot of people don't remember that because people love 2 and 4. And I put up a poll, so I hope that people that want to show up and hang out in the chat see the poll. Yes, I left out I left out one because one is kind of its own entity, sort of.
The
I mean,
first
yes,
four are pretty solid. It's
yeah.
a
Well,
solid
and
story.
then right. I just mean, I think I was kind of going for the better Jason movies instead of the first one, which is a whodunit, and then it's Pamela Voorhees. But maybe that was unfair. But I put up the ones I wanted to put up, so I don't know what else to say. But
No, I mean,
yeah,
like
so
the first four tells a nice, complete story.
they
and
do.
then they kind of rebooted after that. But
And the fifth one could have worked as a copycat. The movie just wasn't scary. It was terrible.
I liked part two probably the most of the first four.
I love part two.
Yeah,
I think he's actually scarier with the potato sack on.
Yeah, I rewatched part one recently, and I have a really fond memory of seeing that for the first time, staying up all night, watching cartoons and building Legos, because I knew if I set my alarm for 4 a.m. to watch it, I wasn't going to be too tired to pay attention. But it didn't hold up as well. I mean, I like that it's kind of a whodunit and how they keep giving you clues that it's somebody everybody knows, but it wasn't really scary, and it was kind of, the dialogue was kind of bad, and it just I didn't. It didn't. I'm kind of surprised they made. I mean, it's good. It was necessary to bring in Jason. Let's put it that way. Like, you need this franchise, Jason.
And I think there's one thing that everyone can agree on is that the dialogue in Friday the 13th movies are never very good, except for goddamn enchiladas. That's iconic. That's straight out of a Tarantino movie. Where I think that's part 5, where the guy, I think his name is like Roach, and he's shitting his guts out in an outhouse, and his girlfriend tries to calm him down by going, "Ooh, baby, ooh, baby," and he does it back to her. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I guess Jill's gonna come on too. So we're gonna have Scotty's gonna come on, Jill's gonna come on, Thedazord's gonna come on, and eventually John is gonna come on. So let's see. We got some other chats here. Oh, who is Wolverine, Batman 12, Scream 7 is fine. Okay.
I hated that one.
I thought it was good. I liked it just because I'm a sucker for Sidney Prescott, and seeing Matthew Lillard, even if it wasn't what I wanted it to be, it was something. Let's talk what movie ruined the Scream franchise. I'm guessing this meant I say Scream 4. I love Scream 4. I don't know if it's been ruined yet.
I mean, the only thing that's bad about it is that god awful cinema, that Vaseline.
We talked about that on the Scream stream. Yeah, like the cinematography, it looks like snot got over the. But I don't think it's been ruined yet. I mean, there's been a couple of movies that were weak, but I don't know. I think it for 7 movies in, like 30 years later, it could be worse, right?
Well, I mean, the latest 2, I mean, they kind of forgot what Scream was supposed to be. It's like mocking or satirizing the slasher genre, and they're not really doing that anymore. It's kind of like they're just making sequels.
Well, they don't have any slasher movies to make fun of anymore, except themselves.
Like, maybe they should let it lie in wait until.
Well, this one at least tried with the AI thing, which I didn't see coming. And at first I was like, oh, but then I was like, you know what? What else are they going to do? You know?
Well, they actually tested a version where Stu,
was alive.
And apparently it didn't test well. And I'm like, really?
That's weird. That's weird to me.
Yeah, it's like, why not? You've done so many ridiculous things in this franchise. Why not let Stu come back? Everybody love it.
How do all these voice modulators know what everybody sounded like? It's fine. Like you can see a picture of somebody and bring them up on a screen, but how do you replicate a voice from the 90s that was never recorded? I don't know.
Well, it's kind of like the voice changer box from Scream 3. Here we are 27 years after they filmed it, and we still don't really have that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, God, I mean, I go to Adobe Max sometimes, and they put out these things like, hey, this is what we're working on, and there was a voice modulator on there where you would just say ABC. You would basically spell out the alphabet on a recording, and then you can turn that voice into actors or whatever. And I'm like, that's dangerous. And I'm glad it didn't make it through because even though it was cool, I was like, yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
Well, that's the same thing that studios are kind of doing now. Like James Earl Jones sold his voice rights to Disney because he figures, what the hell, I'm kind of retired anyway, so I could just. But that takes time to do that. That's not something you could just do, lickety split. It's like a careful process.
And because he did that, now Darth Vader is saying the N-word on Fortnite, from what I understand. So,
well, who plays Fortnite anymore?
Yeah, no, I've never even played it.
Yeah.
Wolverine Batman 12 says Terrifier 4. Okay, and Scary Movie. I don't know, man. The Scary Movie 6 trailer didn't make me laugh, but hopefully the movie will. I'm gonna see.
I looked it up, and it's like the sheer amount of they're bringing so many of the original characters from all 3 of the original movies back.
Yeah, which is great.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I was also like a few years ago old when I found out that, of course, the Meeks twins from Scream 5 and 6 and 7 are named after Shorty and Brenda Meeks from the Scary Movie trilogy. Because I hadn't seen those movies in so long. I read that somebody mentioned that the other day when I was reading a Scream post. I'm like, wait, really?
Well, you and I both, I think, said in a chat that we watched Scary Movie 1 recently, and it was cringy. Like it was, I mean, right off the bat, there's like a roofie joke, and it's I was like, God.
It's that. It's like, as a kid, I was like 12 when I saw it, so it was like the funniest thing ever, and I probably wore it out. But certain movies that were funny as a kid, and I can go back and still appreciate it. Whereas I watched this again, and it was like, yeah, no, it didn't really, yeah.
Yeah, it just wasn't as funny as I remember. I think 2 is actually funnier than people give it credit for. Mm-hmm. 2 has that funny exorcist scene with James Woods. And then after that, I think they went PG-13, so they didn't get quite as. Yeah,
I liked Scary Movie 3 more than 2.
I did too. That was one on Signs, right? It had Signs and like Eminem
Reloaded and 8 Mile. Like, yeah, 8 Mile into a horror movie. It's like, okay, but
well, let's take a look at what 2006 had to offer here.
Yeah.
So again, to me, it was like, wow. I thought this was like back up. I thought this was a crazier year. I was actually in college when this, during this year. But I knew that Pirates of the Caribbean, the second movie, came out that summer, and it was fucking huge. Like everybody's waiting for it. Yeah. And I think I enjoyed it. I think me and my roommates and some people went and had drinks or something in Chicago, and then went over and saw the movie. And I think we thought it was fine, but not as good, not as tight as the first one. I don't know.
That's actually the second one, Dead Man's Chest, is actually my favorite of the series.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's very fucking fun.
I really like that they actually went to more iconic places in the Caribbean, like Dominica, the Exumas. Like you could tell they actually went out, shot it out there. And it's like so gorgeous. And that's frankly for me where CGI peaked.
Oh, 100% with Davy Jones, and just I think it was. I think the first one was more of a let's see if this works type of thing. So they didn't get too aggressive, and then by the second one, they're like, okay, let's go, Davy Jones, King Neptune, let's go Kraken, and all that stuff was. I know we're not the first people to say this, Kat. A lot of people talk about how amazing the CGI is in this movie. It's like, how did they achieve that? Because even today, it doesn't feel that real as it did in this movie in particular. Yeah. I love the Pirates of the Caribbean's 1, 2, 3. I kind of always hold a soft spot for the first one personally, but
I like the first one a lot.
Yeah, no, the first one's just it's that introduction to Sparrow, and it's like so funny. Friday the 13th 5 is better than people give it credit for. Yeah. I mean, I like the ambition of it. I like the idea of a copycat, and you find out at the end. The problem is it's just some random guy that you see earlier in the movie. I think he was like the paramedic or something. Yeah. But no, it's fine. It's got some scares. I love it that contractually they were like obligated to put Corey Feldman in it, so he's just like there for 1 second, and then they just switch the actor. Which is great. Let's see. Okay. Chad Tronick. I hope that I said that right, dude. And they're going to be beginning filming the new Friday the 13th show, Crystal. Dude, when the hell are they going to be filming this thing? I've heard about this thing since like 2022, right? Like, haven't you heard about that, Cat? Like Camp Crystal Lake, the TV show. I mean, they casted it like 4 years ago, and then those people aren't even cast anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know what the right situation with that is and why they can't just do another movie, or maybe they just think it's past its prime.
I think there's something about the rights to the Friday the 13th name or something. That's why like Jason X was called Jason X and not Friday the 13th, because a studio lost the rights or something, so it had to go Jason, and then it has to go Camp Crystal Lake.
Even in 1993, the 9th one was called Jason Goes to Hell, and that was the first one.
Yeah,
that was a Jason name.
Yeah, they couldn't call it Friday the 13th after like 1989 or whatever.
Yeah, and then the last two they did were, and Jason X was way back in 2002, and
2002. I kind of like that movie.
Freddy vs. Jason in 2003, and then they did that remake in or reimagining, whatever you want to call it, in 2009.
I like that movie a lot. I really did. I
went back and watched it, and that's like I like the cinematography. I like the kills. I don't think I've rooted for a monster to kill the people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Even more. God, oh gosh, it's like that. I can't.
There's a lot of gratuitous breasts and stuff in that movie, but I don't know.
Douchey characters are just too much. It's like,
yeah.
Even the nice girl who has that douchey boyfriend. It's like, no, I don't even like you because you're actually dating that guy.
Jason Takes Manhattan is false advertisement. I think the only shots that were in Manhattan were 2 actual shots with Jason, and the rest of it was Canada and stock footage of New York. The movie took place on a fucking ship. We all know that if you've seen that movie. But it does have the hilarious kill of the boxer guy, which kind of makes it worth it. It's pretty fucking funny, I gotta say. But let's get into more of this. So how about we talk about, because I want to know, Kat, if you think, was it a misfire? Was it good? Was the timing right? Was the timing wrong? Superman Returns came out. Bryan Singer, as we know, left the X-Men franchise, which was a huge mistake because his first 2 X-Men movies were fantastic, in my opinion. To do this movie, which I kind of enjoy. There's a tiny bit of muted colors here, but once you've seen, Man of Steel, you realize these are pretty fucking bright. But what did you think? I don't know. Do you think this was... Yeah, go ahead.
This is my favorite Superman movie.
Oh, that's right. I think we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. I mean, yeah, it's very much repeating a lot of the beats of, the Dick Donner Superman, but the pacing is significantly better.
Well, but wasn't it supposed to be repeating it? Because it's supposed to be a continuation of 2, right?
It's sort of like, I don't know if it's a continuation of 2, because it's very much repeating almost the same story of the first one.
Right, but I mean, it's supposed to be, this is the Christopher Reeve character.
It's basically supposed to be that.
Even though Lois Lane got a facelift and became 20 years younger, and you got to just ignore all that stuff because it's a comic book. But so why is it your favorite? Because I like it a lot. I think it
does a good job at capturing the sense of wonder and spirit of what Superman is. Because Man of Steel, I really like that movie, but it is, a lot. He
doesn't save anyone.
That, and it's a lot of doom and gloom, and it's heavy. The whole movie feels like it's shot on a green screen.
Which it was
a bit much, and then it just got worse after that with Snyder's other movies. And the new Superman from last year was kind of bonkers, heavily saturated, and was kind of all over the place. And it was another movie where Superman doesn't really make a difference in his own movie.
No, he was, as they say, cucked in this latest Superman movie. Yes.
Yeah, and this movie, I thought Superman his role is really good. Yeah, Brandon Routh was all right in the role. But I think
love
this one really captures the essence of it. I really liked it.
I love Brandon Routh in this role. I think he really, because he talked to, if you remember back in 2005 when this movie was being promoted and, you know, they're shown behind the scenes, he really did his homework. I mean, you could say he tried a little too hard to be like Christopher Reeve. But if you look at him right here, like he doesn't look like him. I mean, he does look like him, but he is his own. I don't know. The suit's very, very different. He's a little bit bulkier. Obviously, the cape is way different. I just wish they had kept in that opening. I think it was like 8 or 10 minutes of his little trip to Krypton. Did you ever see that?
I don't think
So there's like a deleted scene you can see that they shot of him taking a pod to Krypton and seeing that it was destroyed. And that's the beginning of the movie before, you know, the theatrical movie starts. Yeah. Did you ever see that?
I did not.
You should watch it. I mean, I get why they cut it. It's kind of long and it doesn't add that much, but it does like show you like him going back to Krypton and just seeing just basically asteroids, you know, just it's just nothing. But he travels in this pod like through what's left of Krypton. It's actually kind of touching, but it does kind of immediately thrust you into Superman instead of giving him a grand entrance. And I think that's why they cut it, because it's like, no, we need Superman to show up and we need a moment, you know, and that was just him in a pod, you know, so I get why they cut it, but you should watch it. It's on YouTube, easy to find. Yeah. But I like this movie too.
I'm not sure why this movie didn't connect with people at the time.
You know, I can't remember what was going on in 2006. I mean, I was a junior in college, but I don't remember exactly. I know that people didn't like it because Bryan Singer jumped ship off X-Men, took Cyclops with him. I remember that kind of being a thing, where people are a little bit pissed about that, and rightfully so, because, you know, you don't get anything in Cyclops in another movie that we're going to show a little bit, which is X-Men: The Last Stand, which is arguably one of the 2 worst X-Men movies. But I don't know. What do you think about Kevin Spacey?
I thought he was great as Lex Luthor.
He was good. Yeah. I love his intro where he's basically just conning this old woman out of a bunch of money.
I actually liked him more than Gene Hackman in the role.
Well, he was willing to be bald, you know. So
well, it's not just that; it's that I felt that the Gene Hackman one is just basically being Gene Hackman, and like it didn't feel as much like a character or too different from a lot of other roles he's played. It's like, yeah, on the paper you're doing evil things, but the performance feels very familiar, Gene Hackman, whereas this felt like a real character.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey was acting more like the comic book accurate.
Right.
He was angry. Because the whole thing about Lex Luthor is like he's got all the money in the world, but he can't be as powerful as Superman, and that's always been this bitter thing about his character. And you don't really get that in the Donner ones, whereas this one you do. He's viscerally angry at Superman, and when he stabs him with the kryptonite, you're like, oh fuck, like, you know, he's got a cross to bear there. He's definitely like pissed off. Yeah, I thought Kevin Spacey did a great job just doing it very different. I think a lot of people thought Kevin Spacey was going to come into this movie and be the Kevin Spacey from, you know, American Beauty, or maybe even like well, I can't say Kaiser Soze because he never actually acts like Kaiser Soze, but you know what I mean? Just like that Kevin Spacey persona that we got for a little while. So it was nice to see him just take it in this different direction. And I like Parker Posey, though I don't think she was actually playing what's her name? She wasn't playing Miss Tessmacher, was she? Parker Posey.
No.
She was a different character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, and Lois Lane in this movie was probably the weakest point for me. Not that I have anything against Kate Bosworth. She's done actually pretty good work, but it just seemed she looked like a kid. I don't know. And I think she was in this movie. She was like 25 or something when she played Lois Lane. I don't know. But the Jimmy Olsen character was perfect. Didn't get a lot to do, and then Perry White was my boy. That was Frank. How do you say his name? Frank Langella. Frank Langella.
Yeah.
Perfect casting. Yeah. So I love. I mean, everybody loves the airplane scene. That's the scene where you're like, okay, this is why they cut out Superman going through, a destroyed, Krypton, because this is the moment we want to see him show back up as Superman. And that scene was awesome. Fucking awesome. I wish Bryan Singer would have given a scene like that to Cyclops in one of the X-Men movies, just like, I'm the fucking man, but he didn't. So since we're jumping into since we're still on our favorite person in the world, Bryan Singer, he was not involved in this movie aside from I think they gave him a story by credit or I think it was a producer credit.
Yeah, like executive producer or something like that.
This movie was a massive disappointment to me. X-Men comics, X-Men, Spider-Man, The Flash were what I read growing up. X-Men were always my favorite comics. When I saw X2, I was like, yes, of course they're taking liberties. It's not like the comics, but man, does this movie feel like an X-Men movie.
Yeah.
This movie sucked. Like, people are a little bit more like lenient on it now because there's been a couple of other kind of shitty X-Men movies. This was awful. I hated every decision in this movie, but it made a shitload of money because, as we always say, a movie's box office is only as good as its predecessor's performance. And people loved X2, so they came out in droves to see this one, even though, PDF file Epstein guy, Brett Ratner, directed this movie, who's not, I hate to say it, Kat, he's not as talented as Bryan Singer is as a director. Not even close. But what do you think of this one?
They're combining two stories which have no business being in the same movie.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're telling another civil rights story with the whole Cure thing, but then you're trying to shoehorn the Dark Phoenix thing in here, and then suddenly Magneto is like breaking character, like, oh, sorry, Mystique, I don't love you anymore. It's like, wait, what? and just and then the something else that I think Patrick Stewart mentioned years later. He's like, yeah, I didn't understand when we got to the third movie why it had to be the last of everything, why they had to kill everybody, because everybody was game to come back for more of these movies.
I have no idea why it was called The Last Stand. They were just starting to build the team at the end of the second movie. Yeah. I don't get that at all. It was so bizarre.
There are worse movies. Like, I think Dark Phoenix is pretty bad. Apocalypse.
I enjoy it more than this one. I enjoy that more than this one too, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
And then I didn't like Apocalypse either because I liked the first 45 minutes and then it just became a CGI action fest. I was like, but this was just disappointing because when you're coming off X2, which is one of my top 3 favorite comic book films of all time, and granted, X2 wasn't fully directed by Bryan Singer either, as we later found out some of the best scenes were directed by other people because he was off doing whatever.
He was off. Doing we won't go there.
It's funny you still Brett Ratner. It's like and then look what Bryan Singer's doing.
Well, Brett Ratner was doing his own stuff just with the different gender.
But this was just. I mean, I'm glad.
It was fucking terrible, man.
Yeah, this was just not good.
If you were, I know you're a lot younger than me, but when this movie was being advertised, the trailer was bonkers awesome. It was so good. And it felt like X2. And then they kept showing, see right up here, you see like Ben Foster as Angel. Right. They kept building him up and showing his workout regimen online.
Yeah.
For what? For like 30 seconds of total screen time in this movie? He does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, the only thing he does is come back to save his dad in a scene that it's like, okay, but what are we doing with this character and why is he on all the posters?
I was actually really disappointed when I did get the box set and I was like, so there's no there's no actual like, behind, there's no actual like clips that they left on the cutting room floor. Oh no, this is it. Like, this is the fucking, I'm like, holy shit. Why did you put this guy through this workout regimen?
Yeah.
All this shit.
The only thing I could say that came out clean from this movie that I really liked was Kelsey Grammer's Beast.
Yes. Best character in the movie. And the only thing that sucks about that cat is that, well, first of all, Alan Cummings, who was probably my standout of X2, didn't really want to go through the makeup procedure again. So they took that, and also the fact that they're like, well, we have too many blue people, which is so stupid.
I can't, like, they actually use that crap as their reasoning. It's like
they did.
I can get Alan Cumming not wanting to do the makeup because that's got to be like insane, but
right
in that case, back up the Brinks truck, dude. He's such a fan favorite.
Oh my god, dude! Alan Cummings was so fucking good in that movie, man. Like, he's
one of the very few reasons I'm interested in seeing Avengers Doomsday.
Well, have you heard his like comments on it? He's like, I guess I'm in it. Like, I was in a green room.
Yeah.
I got to send Jill a link here. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. This movie to me is just absolute garbage. They fumbled Juggernaut so bad.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's in this one.
Yeah, I mean, Vinnie Jones, good choice. They just handled it wrong, like. But yeah, I
like the weird comic relief. I'm like, why are you doing that with Juggernaut?
Well, they gave him the "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch," which was like a YouTube, like very early days YouTube thing. Do you remember that whole thing? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Like, that was a thing. Yeah. Hang on to make sure. Oh yeah, I just sent Jill the link.
No, I did like the imagery of him like running through all the walls and stuff. I thought was pretty.
Oh yeah, that stuff was great. They did a good job of keeping it like the cartoon, where when he runs through something, it's only like the size of him. It doesn't like blow it, And I like that scene with him, and I was happy to see Kitty Pryde. Very happy. I'm glad that Kitty Pryde actually was in this movie. I thought it was good that she was in it. Another thing a lot of people don't talk about when they talk about their disdain for this movie is Rogue. She's not in this movie. She is, but she isn't.
Gotta be honest, I really didn't like the way they did the Rogue character in any of these movies.
Nobody did. Yeah, they ruined her.
She was just kind of annoying and kind of prissy. I'm like, I'm not really jiving with this character.
Yeah, they fucked up with Rogue. Like, the first movie, you can get away with it because she was one of the few that got her powers during puberty, so like, she finds them. The second movie, she should be sassy and all that, because she never gets sassy. Anna Paquin played her like some depressed, angsty,
Yeah, and it's like, and the only thing is like, oh, I can't be with my boyfriend. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it, but is there anything else to your character besides that?
Well, and then I like Logan. Logan's my friend. Logan's my dad. And then by this movie, she has 3 scenes, and all of them last about 10 seconds apiece. And then she's out. That's
kind of why I even prefer the theatrical cut of Days of Future Past to the Rogue cut. Like, it's the same kind of thing. It's like, okay, you brought this character back again. And it's like, I did.
Well, but the Rogue cut had better stuff in it too. Like, it had... it had more time with like Beast and Mystique talking stuff out, but I hear what you're saying. Like, when I saw the theatrical cut of Days of Future Past, I was like, this is my favorite X-Men movie.
Yeah.
So seeing the Rogue cut didn't really change that, so it wasn't really that big of a deal for me, because that movie is.
Like, that's what they marketed it as, but yeah, you're right. The other
but I'm glad they put
movie, so I was like, I don't really need this.
I'm glad they put it out though, because it's nice to see that they shot like,
and that they finished all the shots, and yeah,
it's cool to see like Iceman, Xavier, and like Magneto going to the X Mansion and having a little mission, even though it was, you can tell the shots were condensed and it wasn't super special effects heavy, but I still enjoyed it. But yeah, I guess I'm agree with you. I would rather go with the original cut. I like it that Kitty Pryde finishes her mission, like she does her thing, But yeah, to me, I hated this movie when it came out. It ruined Wolverine. It just turned him into a simp bitch where the only thing he cares about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then the other thing they really simped out on really bad was the Iceman Pyro characters in this movie.
Yeah.
That was just bad.
Yeah, it was kind of building up in X2, and then this one just gave them both sort of nothing to do. And then, I guess we're gonna stand on the battlefield against each other and have a 5-second fight, and yeah, I don't know. The one thing I'll say I did like a little bit was they gave Storm a little bit more to do and showed off her powers a little bit more, and it did show us the war, the danger room, which is kind of cool. At the very beginning, it did show us the only time we ever see the fucking danger room in any of these movies, but it was very short and it didn't really amount to much. They ruined Colossus in these movies, gave him nothing to do. I don't even know if he has a word of dialogue in The Last Stand. I don't think he does.
I thought when they put him in X2 that was just a little tease.
It was, and he was actually good in X2 because it was just like a cameo. But then they put him in this one as part of the team, but he doesn't speak.
Yeah.
But I agree with you 100%. Kelsey Grammer, best part of the movie, best character. He just nailed Hank. Just absolutely nailed him. You could tell he watched a lot of the cartoon, maybe read the comics, but he really watched the cartoon because he got that sort of, I mean, he kind of already had that voice anyway, which is probably why he was cast, but yeah, he was great. He was great in it. Loved him. Let's see what else we got here. So yeah, we both like Superman Returns. We both don't like fucking X-Men The Last Stand. What else we got here? There's so much this year. Pick something from that. I know I got it.
We got Mission Impossible 3 there.
Yeah. Let's talk about that one next. I got it here. Yeah, Mission Impossible 3 to me was the first Mission Impossible movie I actually enjoyed. I don't know how you feel about it, but I actually liked it.
Yeah, I liked the third one. It is a little cheesy on hindsight with all the stuff with Michelle Monaghan's character, which I could have done with less than that, and the cheesy flashbacks with Kerry Russell's character I could have done without that. But man, does this movie have the best villain in the entire franchise?
It's got Philip Seymour Hoffman, baby. Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman coming in and just quietly stealing the movie from Tom Cruise and all the stunt team.
Man, and they knew J.J. Abrams knew what he had with that character by taking that prologue from the sort of the centerpiece of the movie and showing us that at the beginning to hook fans, to hook people. Like it's the first Mission Impossible movie that I think went sort of non-linear by giving us that scene and going, holy shit, like the guy we've seen in 2 movies where the last one he was flowing his feathery hair on a motorcycle, he's now like begging for his life, and you're like, oh shit. I think it was a good idea to show that at the very beginning of the movie because it gets you hooked so fast, and most of that has to do with Philip Seymour Hoffman, right?
100%. Because you don't think that when you're thinking of who's going to go up against Tom Cruise, you're not thinking Philip Seymour Hoffman, and then suddenly it works. And it works really well. I mean, granted, they had to do the the brain killer thing in order for Philip to be able to put up a physical fight against him.
Yeah. But that's fine. A lot of the times, like tough guys, their biggest challenge is someone who's smarter than them. Like that's the challenge. It's not the brute force or the the physical strength or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about it so much. It's like, even like when you see Philip Seymour Hoffman's character, I forget his name in the movie, when you see him when you see him getting taken, he still has this like smug look where he's like, I got this, I got it. And I got to say, this is my favorite J.J. Abrams movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily.
The
I've
action
you know I've
scenes still hold up.
the scene on the bridge where they take what's his name, they capture him back or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. Like, it doesn't want to go as balls to the wall as like the later Mission Impossible movies do, but that scene where the missile hits and like you just see like Tom Cruise just like smash up against a car, it's like, wow, that realism. It's like, yeah, that impact would do something like that. I love it. Yeah, I actually oops, sorry. It's one of my favorite Mission Impossible movies. It's in my top 3, I think. Yeah, because I like Fallout the best, and I think I like Ghost Protocol, and then I like this one. But
I got Rogue Nation at the top of my list.
I love that one too. That would be next for me for sure. Rogue Nation's a lot of fun. Yeah, this movie's fun though. It didn't do well because Tom Cruise was a psycho at this point. He was doing crazy things and jumping on couches and lecturing news reporters about Ritalin. So he was not everybody's favorite person.
Yeah.
But man, just like always with Tom Cruise, he gave it his all in this, and he really went for it. And I enjoyed it. Yeah. I think this was J.J. Abrams' first film
It was.
as a director. Yeah. So fucking A, man. Good job for that. Let's talk about, I got so many movies in here, Kat. I just got to bring them up. You okay? You okay, darling?
Yeah, I had this cough and I got rid of it for like a week, and now it's sneaking back up on me. When the
Since
other
I have
people
you,
join them, when the other people join up, I'm gonna run downstairs real quick and get cough drops.
if you need to, you can do that now.
No, it's all right. I can hold out for till
Oh, okay.
other people
Yeah,
arrive.
You're totally good. So I forgot how much crazy shit I brought up from 2006. So we have, and while it's just you and I still, we should talk about some of these kind of movies. Let's talk about Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh, right. That was 2006. Oh, I forgot.
It was. Yeah.
I missed that. I don't think that came out near my area. It's probably why I didn't see it till it came on video. And this is a really great movie. I wish there were more quirky. And this kind of, I mean, I recall seeing trailers for it, even though it didn't come out in my area. But I love how dysfunctional this family is, in that they're all racing to do something they really shouldn't be doing. Because, like, I love the thesis that it has about how completely insane beauty pageants are, and exploitative and just ridiculous. But this is a really fun road trip movie. And it's great because it's not like there's any great destinations along the way. It's just the characters who completely carry it.
It's the first time I think I ever saw Paul Dano. I think Abigail Breslin was in some other stuff as a little kid. But they're both great. Steve Carell, great dramatic performance. But Alan Alda owns this movie. The grandpa who just is like, I'm dying, so I'm just going to do heroin and fuck you.
Yeah, Alan Arkin.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alan Arkin.
Yeah.
He's so good in this, man. He's so great.
Yeah, this is probably one of his last really great roles that he got. Substantial roles. I mean, in a movie that I can remember, that everybody got really high praise for it. I think he got an Oscar nomination for it. In fact,
he did. Yeah.
He did. Yeah, this was just really funny movie, really sweet. I love the fact that, and some of the humor is like really kind of subtle, like when they're giving the what was it, the colorblind test to the kid, and it's like, wait a minute, this kid has taken an oath of silence because his whole life is now devoted to getting away from his family. Right, let's give him this, which could potentially ruin everything while we're driving in the car. That's such a great idea.
It is. Like, Paul Dano was so strange in this movie. He almost got immediately typecast as like this kind of guy, So when he showed up in other things, a little more animated, people are like, "Oh no, he's that like fucking weirdo from Little Miss Sunshine."
Yeah.
And I mean, nowadays, this movie was shot obviously in 2004, 2005. You clearly could not get away with a very funny, well-meaning, not perverted like scene of a 10-year-old girl doing a strip dance on a stripper pole. That was obviously for fun, and her grandfather taught her that because he didn't know any better because he was high. That scene is hilarious, and it should not feel offensive to anyone. It's funny. The way it's presented on film in this movie, it's all just for laughs, you know.
Oh yeah, I love it because that scene is from the perspective of Steve Carell and Paul Dano's characters when they peek their heads in and they see what's going on, and then they're like, "Look!" And he goes out. He's like, "Look, Mom, this place is out." So that's a great movie. One of my favorites of that year.
It's very funny, very very funny, and it's heartwarming. You know, Toni Collette and Greg Kinnear, they're kind of shithead parents at first, but they go through a big arc in the movie. I love road trip movies. Are the easiest way to kind of bring out like character arcs and express. Because you start one place and you go to another, you know.
And what's really great about that one is it's not, I mean, other than maybe the pageant at the end, it's not really built around set pieces like a lot of road trip movies are. It's just,
it's not.
Just selling you on the characters, you know.
Yeah, they don't go to the Grand Canyon or any of that kind of shit.
Yeah, they don't have one. I mean, they have crazy shit happen, but it's not because of the environment they're in. It's just because of them.
So one of my favorite movies of 2006, Black Snake Moan. You ever seen this?
I have not, but I remember the trailers when it came out, and I heard that the movie is actually pretty good. And because I look at that and it makes me think of like some type of grindhouse movie from the 70s.
It's a phenomenal film from Craig Brewer. Yeah, obviously up there. It's the guy that did Hustle and Flow. I just saw his latest movie. Oh, he did the Hugh Jack Song Sung Blue, which I loved a lot too. This movie's wild. It's intense. Christina Ricci is wonderful in it and daring and doing all kinds of crazy shit. Basically being half naked the whole movie. But it's one of the best performances you'll ever see from Samuel L. Jackson as this kind of rundown like blues performer that finds this sort of promiscuous woman beaten from like an almost rape, and he chains her to his radiator because he wants to show her the ways of like, you know, the gospel and the blues and stuff like that. And they eventually obviously become friends. It's very coming of age. Justin Timberlake plays like her abusive boyfriend. He's fucking fantastic in it. But it's a wonderful movie.
Kidnaps her and chains her to a radiator.
Yeah. So Samuel L. Jackson basically, well, he saves her and he nurses her back to health. But then, yes, he chains her to a radiator. It's a wild movie. It's kind of haunting and beautiful and funny, and there's brilliant blues in it if you like blues music.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So it was one of my favorite movies to come out that year. I just found it fascinating because I'd never quite seen anything like it. And all the performances are just top fucking notch. But you should check it out. You should definitely check it out.
Will do.
All right, let's see what else we got here. I want to bring up something. You want to talk about Apocalypto?
Sure.
You know that one, right?
Yeah.
I know you do. Yeah. Let's talk about fucking Apocalypto, which came out right at the ass end of 2006 because I think they wanted some Oscar shit for it, but it just for some reason didn't really hit the mark. Shit. I'm trying to bring up the file, but it's not loading. But Apocalypto was Mel Gibson's fourth or fifth film. I think it was his fourth.
Maybe.
So he had Man Without a Face, Braveheart, Passion of the Christ, Apocalypto. So it was his fourth. Yeah. But this film is brilliant. I love it. Watching this movie, I was like, this is how you would make like a Black Panther movie if you really wanted to make a Black Panther movie good instead of CGI rhinos, you know? So I don't know. What do you think of this movie?
It's pretty wild, pretty out there. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I'd have to watch it again, to be honest. I I just remember being like, wow, that's interesting. Like Mel Gibson made that, you know.
Mel Gibson gets into his shit, man. Like, say what you want about the dude. He gets into the stories of what he's making. Oh, here's a movie I love from 2006. Half Nelson with Ryan Gosling. You ever see this one?
No.
So Ryan Gosling plays like a third grade teacher who is addicted to crack. And it's kind of dark comedy, but it's very sad. And it's actually directed by the duo who they hired to direct Captain Marvel with Brie Larson.
Really?
Yeah. This was, I believe, their first movie in 2006. It's an excellent Ryan Gosling performance. I hadn't seen like The Notebook or any of that bullshit. So I think this is like my introduction to him as an actor. And he is phenomenal in this movie. Very small movie. Didn't show up in many theaters, but Half Nelson's great. He's this very kind-hearted, nice guy that just happens to be addicted to crack. And he's a great teacher. He is great with his students. It's an interesting story, Kat, if you ever get a chance to check it out. It's like you kind of see like, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's just like, it's almost like an advocate for like, yeah, you can be addicted to crack and still, control your life, though he doesn't control his life at the end. But
yeah.
I'll pull it down since you haven't seen it. But I brought up so many movies. So we'll just keep moving on through them. Let's see here. Oh, this is a good one. Oh my God. I love this movie. Blood Diamond. Fantastic film. Did you ever see it?
I did. I think the first, it's good. I just really was annoyed when DiCaprio shows up because Jaimin Hansu just becomes like,
when the main character shows up.
well, yeah, because Jaimin Hansu just kind of becomes, the whole rest of the way. And it's not until the last like minute when his son shows up and pulls a gun on him that he finally stands up for himself and is acting fit. So I'm like, great, where have you been for the last 2 hours?
Yeah, I think DiCaprio does a better job with his South African accent in this than he did with his Irish accent in Gangs of New York. So that's good. Jennifer Connelly's really good. I loved this movie. And I remember when, everyone was kind of blowing The Departed, I was like, this is the better Leo DiCaprio movie of that year to me anyway. I love this movie. I love the foreshadowing of the diamonds and him, the tobacco and him smoking, and then he can't make it to the top because he's coughing from the smoke. It's just like, I don't know. I found this movie brilliant. I loved it. And it was not, it definitely wasn't as long as The Departed, but yeah, I love Blood Diamond.
It felt almost as long.
I think it's about 2.5, whereas like Departed was like longer, but
Departed's 220, about 220 plus 5 minutes or so credits. 225.
Well, maybe they were around the same.
I think they're around the same length. Yeah.
Well, it just goes to show whatever you're enjoying more seems to go by faster. Yeah, I love Blood Diamond though. I didn't see it in theater. Actually, we like DVD rented it back in the day. So, but I was glad I did because it was fucking good. I think back in like 2006 era, like a lot of us were like, fuck, fuck Leo DiCaprio. Oh, here's a good one, Kat. Big Mama's House 2. Big Mama's House 2 came out in 2006.
Oh, that's way backburn. Oh, Lord, backburn.
That's a classic right there.
Never seen it. I saw the original, and I did not see the sequel.
I haven't seen the original or that one, but when I saw that it came out in 2006, I just had to put it on the list because it's just like the word. That was that era of like white chicks and the little baby Wayans, like, like it was just that weird era of just like, okay, I guess we can do this.
In the Nutty Professor reboot films with Eddie Murphy and Norbit and that kind of crap.
Nutty Professor was a little bit better.
Though, yeah,
than-
the first one was
yeah.
kind of cute, and then the second one was just ridiculous. And then, so this movie, I really like Paul Giamatti in this,
Me too.
and
Me too.
I liked his character. And there's the moment when you find out, like one of the other tenants mentions, "I know who you are and what happened to your family," and you think that's going to come back at some point in the movie, and it never does. And it's like the fairy tale aspect of this gets really convoluted. I'm like, okay, you did some of the mystery stuff well, but I mean, I'm sorry, it's just too fourth wall breaking when when Shyamalan casts himself as the guy who's gonna be the greatest writer of all, while in the same
greatest
movie,
writer of all time.
while in the same movie he has Bob Balaban, who's in a hilarious role as the critic. I love it because everything he says is basically right, but it's like, yeah, you're clearly bitter about because the story behind that is he wanted The Village to be just a simple romance story with no supernatural twisty elements. The studio's like, no. And he's like, but it'll be better if it's just a romance. Like, we don't care. So he put that stuff in there, and then the audiences didn't like it. He's like, see, I told you. So he wouldn't take any notes on this movie because he thought he knew more than everybody else because they made one mistake. And he's like, oh, you made one mistake, you're dead to me. So he goes off and makes this, and it's like, there's too many left turns in here that don't pay off. And it's just very, I mean, you can't say it's not original. It's just, dude, you can't cast yourself in that type of role and then have the critic character just getting ripped to shreds because you're that bad. You just can't. I'm like, dude.
Yeah. I liked the trailer for this movie a lot. I like that Thomas Newman, who scores all of M. Night Shyamalan stuff, did this beautiful orchestral score for it. Because if you remember, this is his fourth film. Well, it's not his fourth film. He did 2 films before The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
But this was his fourth film as the M. Night Shyamalan name. And he was coming high off of Signs, which is my favorite movie of his.
This is fifth.
Fifth, yeah.
He did Sixth Sense, Unbreakable Signs, The Village.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. This movie had a lot riding on it because Signs got critically acclaimed. It made a shit ton of money. It's my favorite Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
And I loved the trailer for this movie because, first of all, it had Paul Giamatti, who's my favorite living actor right now. And it just had this like weird mystique to it. And then the movie, it didn't, and this was the beginning of like Shyamalan not taking things kind of seriously anymore. Like he used to have this melancholy, especially when you see like The Sixth Sense. It's very dour. I mean, it's not depressing, but it's got this like kind of low key sense to it. And obviously so does Unbreakable and so does Signs. And then this one, or The Village does too. This is the one where he just is like, kind of like, well, fuck it. This is kind of a goofy story. So let's get goofy. Let's write in a character who only weight lifts on one side of his body. So he's like muscular on one side. You're like, what? Like, what the fuck is that? Yeah. And I'm going to write myself. But there was a good idea here. And the trailer showed that the idea could have been good. And this was the first movie where I saw the cracks with Shyamalan where I'm like, ugh, because I like The Village a lot. And a lot of people
I thought it was a really good movie.
Yeah, I love The Village. This was the one where I was like, oh, dude, like, what are you doing? Just stick with what you know. Stop, don't go too far with, like, you got your werewolves and I don't know. This movie got out of hand when it didn't need to. It could have stayed very simplistic from what I'm guessing is like a 1-page treatment, like, which sounded very interesting. This poster tells you it could have been very interesting and simple, but he just got weird with it. So yeah, I didn't like this movie and I wish I did, but I do love Paul Giamatti's performance in this movie because he's just he's a broken man and he's got some great scenes towards the end. But it's a mess.
Yeah, it's like if you just take those 2 other aspects out of the movie and maybe simplify a little bit because it does get not convoluted, isn't difficult to follow. But the thing with fairy tales, it's like you got to follow the KISS rule at that point. Keep it simple, stupid. It just gets too nutty, and sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I think he wrote himself into a corner. He's like, okay, so how am I going to explain that this mermaid came out of a pool? Because on paper, that's perfect. But now I have to like make it work. And he just did all the wrong things to kind of, it just became, like you just said, it just became a whack fest.
In a bedtime story, you don't have to, like a little kid will accept that a mermaid shows up in your pool. In a movie, it's like, okay, we have to explain how she got there. Oh, there's this magic house that she has under the pool. How did it get under the pool? Or how did it have a front door in the pool that nobody saw? It's like you start thinking about the logic too much when you're making a full-length movie out of what's supposed to be a short children's story. So, yeah.
Exactly. And I think he should have stuck with what he knows best, which is just like a simple premise. And then because I do think Shyamalan's direction is fantastic. I've always said he gets in his own way with his writing, but man, he has Hitchcock on the brain. And there are scenes and even terrible movies of his where you're like, God damn, that is well done and very Hitchcockian. But the writing fucks it all up, you know?
Yeah. Jill says this is that Scotty loves this movie for some reason. Lady in the Water, I guess.
So I wanted to bring this one up to you because this is probably my favorite Darren Aronofsky movie outside of The Wrestler, because I do love The Wrestler.
Oh, I still haven't seen this one.
Oh, Jill. Oh, Jill. Okay, there's Jill. Hey, Jill. Scotty. She loves, or he loves, Lady in the Water.
Yeah, that's when she posted the post.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you know, I'm sure there's people that like it. I'm cool with that. Oh, so you've never seen The Fountain? Oh, that's a bummer. I wanted to have a discussion with you. You got to watch it.
Yeah, I got to come across it. That's something
it's a Darren
Aronofsky
movie. It's a Darren Aronofsky movie that is not. How do I say it? It's not disturbing or grotesque. It's kind of beautiful, and like if you look at this poster right here, a lot of the movie takes place in this setting, and it's all in camera optics with no CGI, and it's kind of amazing. If you get a chance to see it, I'm not going to spoil it for you because you haven't seen it, but I quite love it. It's very weird. I know a lot of. I remember seeing it in Chicago with some of my roommates, and they're like, "This fucking movie sucks," and I was like, "I like it," but you know. It is what it is. I think John hates it too, but I'm like, yeah, it's fine. But he likes Requiem for a Dream, and I don't, you know. So
yeah, that movie I had a lot of expectations for because everybody talks about how disturbing it is, and I watch it. I'm like, this is pretty tame. But,
okay, well, Kat, I'm going to give this one to you because Scotty decided to not show up tonight when he said he was going to be here at 6, and I can't wait to hear you talk about this one on Cinema Gulp because I know you've talked about it before.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite Bond movie.
Yeah, exactly.
It captures the essence of the character. I like that they were very restrained and tried to keep it to the book. They didn't add like ridiculous set pieces or anything like that. It's like, no, why don't we actually try just being as close to the book as we can? Craig was great casting. I never got behind that stupid, Bond's not blonde type crap that everybody was fishing in it. Because I saw
that a thing? Was that a thing?
Yeah, that was a big thing in England. Everybody was pissed off about that. I saw him in Layer Cake. I'm like, okay, that's good. He could play this role.
I saw Layer Cake before this, and I was like, that's like a Bond movie.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
Mads Mikkelsen is excellent as Le Chiffre, one of the best Bond villains. I admit a part of me wishes that it would deviate from the novel by letting Le Chiffre live and give you a proper climax for that character because he's so good. Rather than having Mr. White just show up to shoot him in the head. But this is the type of movie where I feel like I want to sit down and have a really nice drink and watch it in a really nice, classy room of the house type of thing. Because you got great cinematography. You get to go down to the Ocean Club of the Bahamas. It's wonderful. The casino design itself is really cool. I wish it were a real place. But if you know anything about poker, you know that this is probably the most unrealistic poker game ever. There's no real skill going on in here because every player even a novice player,
not like rounders.
Yeah. But it's still, oh my god, this is just an excellent movie. I love Mathis as the actor Giancarlo Giannini is. The Mathis character was great. Bond always has these fun little allies that are just out in the field. And then Ava Green, the one that he's actually in love with and has chemistry with.
Yeah, this is the beginning, which I wish was the end of that character, but it kept going on and on. But
Yeah, they kept dragging that on. But this is an excellent film.
I agree.
5-star Bond film in my book. Really great.
It's my second favorite Bond movie. I love Living Daylights because that was the first Bond movie I saw in the theater, so I have a soft spot for it. But this was a movie I didn't see in theaters, and when I did a whole Daniel Craig Bond marathon, I just was like, "Fuck, this is a real movie. Like this movie is fucking legit." Yeah. I knew you loved it, and it did good. It brought back Bond for Jesus, like 10 years, over 10 years,
for 15
years,
of all the delays and stuff. But
that's right. The last one, or the last couple. I do think that Craig has some of the worst shit I've seen too. I think Spectre was kind of a piece of shit, but
yeah, that was a movie that's like, it's pretty to look at, but it's like, okay, you're bringing in the Spectre organization, which was known for over the top batshit crazy missions, and their evil plan in this movie is an ease of workflow plan. Like, instead of having an agent in the field, let's just have a mouse click on the computer. It's like, that's it. That's your evil plan. And you're Blofeld, the guy who hijacks nuclear weapons or hijacks spaceships in outer space even, and takes them to your volcano base, and you extort countries with nuclear weapons. And what are you doing here? Oh, we just want to be able to do shit on our computer instead of having to send physical agents out in the field. Like, okay. I
actually like the first two Craig movies a lot, even though people don't like Quantum of Solace, because I feel like after the first two, they treated him like he was getting old, and they're
because the first two, he's like a rookie.
I thought he was the young one. What's going on?
Right, because in the first two, he's a rookie, and then all of a sudden in Skyfall, it's like, oh, he's a grizzled veteran. I'm like, wait, what happened to Bond in his prime? And then Spectre tried to give him a retirement thing because they didn't know if Daniel was coming back or not. I'm like, what is this? You shouldn't be introducing Spectre in the movie when you're not sure if your lead actor's coming back yet. And I really like No Time to Die as a finale. I think it does a better job of telling the You Only Live Twice story than the novel it's based on. Than the novel You Only Live Twice, I mean. But a lot of hits and misses, and it shows you really shouldn't try and do an overarching character arc with a Bond character, because part of what keeps this series very timely is that it's commenting on current events, and you obviously can't plan ahead for current events. So maybe I hope they should go back to doing standalone films would be a very welcome change.
So you're with me though that Quantum Solace is a good movie because I like it, but a lot of people say it sucks.
It's over edited to the extreme.
The action scenes. Well, they were trying to do the Bourne fucking
right, but here's the thing:
shit.
the Bourne, the shaky cam in Bourne is done pretty well. In Quantum, it's like you literally can't tell the geography of a lot of scenes that are going action scenes because there are so many damn cuts mixed with the shaky cam. It's like, look, if your action choreography is fine, then you don't need a ton of extra shaky cam, number one. And number two, you don't need to have constant cuts like every 2 seconds to the point. Like, nobody really knows exactly the logic and how the boat chase ends with the boat suddenly jeering. Like, how does that happen? Like, nobody really knows. And the car chase, if you look at the behind the scenes in the opening sequence, is pretty good, but it's just over edited and cut to the point that it just looks like madness. And that's why it's just a bit off.
I love the building scene where the roof is blowing up, and I don't know. I think a lot of people were like, "What does this name mean? What does Quantum Solace mean?" Like, I don't know. Would that be the first Bond? Like, what does fucking Octopussy mean when you first see it? You got to watch the movie.
I like the locations in this because, unlike Skyfall and Spectre, which I call postcard movies, where you go to somewhere like Rome and there's nobody out in the streets anywhere, it's like you have actual real people as extras just in the background. It feels very lived in, like you're going to real places. And I really like that with this movie. And the location they picked for the Eco Hotel was so unique looking and awesome. And the interior of the real place looks really cool too. And I wish they could have used it. But they're barely at that location for 10 minutes. And yet that's like the iconic visual that you see in all the posters for the sequel.
So I know you've clearly seen the original Casino Royale, which I've heard is like kind of is it a parody or?
Well, there's two originals. The first is a dinner theater episode of American television with Peter Lorre as Le Chiffre, which is really neat, from 1954. And then there's the Woody Allen one is a parody. It's like Austin Powers before Austin Powers. And it's
Is it any
ironic.
good?
I mean, I thought it was really funny. A lot of people can't stand it because it is too long, but it is notable that they have David Niven playing James Bond, and that's who Fleming wanted to play Bond, and he initially turned it down because he didn't want to do multiple movies. But David Niven would have been a perfect Bond. And some of the humor is ridiculous. I love the Orson Welles scene with him as Le Chiffre in the casino. It's hilarious. But it is admittedly an acquired taste if you're not really a diehard fan. It's really batshit crazy, and there's no real sensible plot. It's just a completely ridiculous Woody Allen movie that feels like they're on acid when they wrote the script and didn't bother looking it over when they were sober.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to check the poll here. Let's see. I'm going to end the poll. Let's see what we got. You know what? Everybody has the link. I assumed people were going to be here an hour ago. I'm not exactly sure why no one's shown up yet, but let's see. Oh, come on. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Last week was daylight savings. Maybe that's part of it. They thought it was 5 o'clock instead of 6.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so what's your favorite Friday the 13th movie out of the choices I gave you? 4, 3, or okay. So 4 got 50%. 3 got 20%, 6 got 20%, and 2 got 10%. So I guess the final chapter was the movie that people like the most. I didn't vote myself because I can't. I would have picked 3 just because it's super cheesy and super fun. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad we got 10 votes.
Nice.
That's wonderful. Let's see what we have next year, Kat. I'm just going to start pulling them randomly because I don't know what you've seen, what you haven't seen, and this is fun. No, I'm not going to pick that one. Oh, here we go. The Da Vinci Code.
Oh, wow.
So this was a thing that happened.
This was the movie where everybody was distracted by Tom Hanks's hair that they forgot.
His hair. Yeah. And his hair got worse as the character in each continuous movie.
Yeah, the movie, they got so distracted by his hair that they forgot to comment on the absurdities of the script.
I remember people saying he looked like an older, sleazier Vincent Vega from Pulp Fiction. I was like, oh, okay. But
this is also one of the other times in pop culture where you got everybody reading a book. Besides,
it really was. Well, the book, and I want to say hello to Anti-Derivative Jill. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you came on. Thank you so much. Perfect timing. We just clicked on the Da Vinci Code. I remember the Dan Brown book, and my girlfriend at the time just loved it and read Inferno, and I guess there was like a bunch of other books and stuff like that too. But this was the one. Who did they get for this, Cat, to direct? It was Ron Howard. And I love the Hans Zimmer score. Fucking love it to this movie. It is so good. It is so good. But yeah, Jill, did you read the book first or did you see the movie first?
I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think I did read it first because it was that thing. It was like the real popular to read it. And even my boyfriend was reading it, now husband. And so, but he didn't finish it. He was reading it faster than me, and then I finished it, but he didn't. I don't remember anything about any of it. It's just like puzzles.
I think it's one of those weird adaptations that the book just translates so better as a mystery puzzle, where in the movie you're like, really? Is that really this book? Like that was
yeah.
You know?
Did you know Mary Magdalene was way more important than you think? That's the most thing I remember.
Yeah, the movie. I mean, and people were talking about it for years to make this movie, and nobody wanted to do it because they're like, I'm not going to be able to make it work on screen. It's a very hard movie to adapt, and I don't think Ron Howard did a very good job because the movie I don't think is very good, though I love the score. Kat, what do you think of this movie? Like,
I think
aside from Tom Hanks's hair,
I think it reasonably faithfully adapts the book. It's just that, like, the beginning is ridiculous. Like, you're telling me that an old man who's been stabbed mortally in the gut is able to move all around this gargantuan museum and leave all of these crazy clues before he dies. And this is, by the way, spoiler alert, the premise for every Dan Brown book. He just copy pastes the same exact story and I think that's why his popularity waned after the sequel to this novel came out, because people who hadn't read his earlier books and didn't know any better thought they're going to get something new, and then, oh, this is the exact same thing that we just read. And every book he's written since then, including last year's the secret, what's it called, The Secret, is also the same format, the same damn thing. So it's like somebody gets murdered or kidnapped or whatever, and they leave clues for Langdon to follow, and then the daughter or the sister of the missing or dead person gets involved and becomes the new love interest, and a race against time. And it's like, it's just that, you know, a lot of it is dependent on convenience of plotting and events for things to happen. But a lot of the puzzles are really fun and admittedly kind of cool, but it's, you know, I don't think it was worthy of all the controversy that it sprung up.
I actually think Angels and Demons was a better movie.
It was.
Maybe not a better book. I enjoyed the movie more.
Better book.
Okay, yeah. I actually saw Angels and Demons on a plane and I was totally enveloped into it. I was like, it had a slightly better cast, but it was just a little bit more interesting to me, where the Da Vinci Code, do you think they should have like not done the Da Vinci Code first, or people were just chomping? They needed to see the Da Vinci Code on screen.
Well, I think it's because, you know, Da Vinci Code was published in 2003, and it was so popular at the time that I think they said, well, this is the one that's popular, so this is the one we should do. Because when Angels and Demons was published in the year 2000, there was no real noise about it, because people still picked up that it's the same kind of thing, you know, race against time and, you know, all this kind of plotting, but
more interesting story with like the Illuminati and stuff, you know.
Yeah, more interesting story with the kidnappings and stuff. But I only read the Da Vinci Code once, but I thought the movie adaptation of Da Vinci Code was a better film adaptation than Angels and Demons was from the book, even though Angels and Demons is the better movie. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. Yeah.
So I just think everybody getting so pissed off about it. I remember that Tom Hanks's message to people who were complaining about it were like, well, if you don't like it or if you feel offended by it, then just don't go see it, you know. Back in the day where you could say that, where nowadays, we have to try and get rid of everything we don't like.
Yeah, back then there was no tweets to. Sorry, Joe, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. I think just the fun part is that Da Vinci did make a lot of fun toys in his, you know, his book of stuff he made, and bringing those things to life is always fun to see.
Oh yeah,
my favorite Da Vinci Code style movie is Hudson Hawk from 1990, starring Bruce Willis. Very Da Vinci Code ish, but a lot of people consider it the worst movie ever made. I disagree, but. So Jill, since you're here, we're playing sort of like pop-up. I've got tons and tons of 2006 movies. Let's see what we can find for you. Oh, here's a good one. 300.
That's a good one for me. I mean, I've seen it. And it's an underdog movie.
This is Sparta,
and a man who loves gold way too much.
I thought that was March 2007. Was it 2006? Really? Maybe it was.
It said 2006. I think was the original release date, but yeah,
I can't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah, but this movie was Abs the movie. This had Fassbender in it too, right? Michael Fassbender was like the narrator, I think. Yeah. No.
I can't remember. I saw it once and I didn't really care for it.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll take it down.
No, you can put it up there if you want.
No, I don't have much to say about it. Like, it was
I
one
just
of the.
remember at my high school, everybody was going crazy about it, the younger kids, and I was like,
Yeah, it was a big movie of 2006. So
I just
figured
remember
that-
all the memes. This is Sparta. People would just play that nonstop, and it's just.
Well,
it
my
got
favorite,
grating pretty quickly.
my very favorite thing that came out of This Is Sparta is when Robot Chicken had the Spartan introduce his girlfriend to his parents, and he's like, "This is Martha." Like, it was. If you watch Robot Chicken, you get the joke, but it was really fucking funny.
I guess for Cat, the Battle of Helm's Deep is much better.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, well, 300 is like it's like a comic strip thrown on screen, but with a lot of gloss and blood and bullshit, you know.
Well, because it's a comic book, so they're adapting all the frames.
Yeah,
That was Zack Snyder, right? Yeah.
it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
when
and
he
he's really
was-
good at doing like accurate panel recreations, and that's kind of what 300 is.
So this movie I'm going to bring up now, I read the first novel and I heard it was written by a teenager. And when I read it, I realized it was written by a teenager, and not in a good way. Boy, the 3 books of Aragon are terrible. They rip off everything from Star Wars to Lord of the Rings to Battlestar Galactica to Krull. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie or read the books or heard of any of it, but holy shit, it's terrible.
I remember seeing the trailers, and my cousin actually got me the book trilogy when I broke my leg, and I didn't read them because I didn't know she was going to send it, and I'm not really as into medieval fantasy. I mean, Lord of the Rings was an exception, but then I passed on that.
It was absolutely, the book was dog shit. The movie was even worse. Jill, did you ever read the Aragon books or watch this horrible film?
I never. No, I was told to read the books, but
They're
no,
bad.
I have not seen. They're bad. They're
Basically-
just bad as the movie. Or-
Basically, it revolves around dragon riders, and I don't say this quote unquote. I say this in parentheses. Dragon riders are Jedis. It's the exact same thing. And then you throw in your George R.R. Martin stuff. Like, it's such. I don't know why like people are giving this like 16-year-old kid all this leeway. Oh my god, what a great fantasy story! Like, every fucking page just dripped other people's ideas, you know. So I did decide to see the movie because I had read the book like the year prior, and I was like, wow, I'm so glad this movie sucks because
there's a difference between paying homage and just ripping off. And you're
oh,
saying
this
is a
shit
ripoff.
was ripping off. Yeah, this shit was. There was a Yoda character, there was an Obi-Wan character. I mean, you fucking name it, man. Like, this kid was not even hiding from what he was ripping off. But publishers, I don't know, they were like, "Hey, let's do this. Fuck it." We talked about this one already, Jill. But if you have any input, we really love this movie, Pirates of the
You
Caribbean.
know, all these pirates movies they meld together. Unfortunately, I haven't. I need to rewatch. I need to rewatch in order to appreciate a little better. Johnny
Well,
Depp's always fun.
Yeah, no,
He likes his rum.
the first 3 are fun. Yeah, he does like his rum. Yes, indeed. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, god damn, this movie's so good. It's probably my second or third favorite Christopher Nolan movie. It came out in 2006, right between Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. What a fucking movie, The Prestige. I know it's not showing up in full frame here, but what do you guys think of this movie? I think it's brilliant. I think it's one of the best Hugh Jackman performances ever. I never would say this normally, but I think he actually outacts Christian Bale in this movie, probably because his character is a little more dense. but I fucking love The Prestige. It's such a wonderful story that makes you think, and it makes you go back and see things, and it's got David Bowie in it. So
I wanted to like this movie, but the problem with me was that I can't share in, because Hugh Jackman's character is the lead, and
he's the lead. Yeah.
I can't share in his obsession to figure out how Borden does the transported man trick when there's really only two possibilities. Either there's a twin or a double situation going on, or it's magic. But the idea that he can't even fathom that the guy might have a twin or a double, I'm like, really? That's never occurred to you? And it was like the first thing I thought. And I find that movie, I felt the same way about the movie The Vanishing, where after the first 30 minutes, they tell you that some psycho's responsible for the disappearance of this person. And then it goes back to her husband.
The original Vanishing, or
the original? The original.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like, and then it goes back to her husband who's desperate to find her. It's like, well, yeah, sure, I don't know the specifics about what the psycho did, but we know that basically some psycho got her, so I can't share in this guy's obsession to find out what happened. And I felt the same thing with this movie. Like, it has a lot of great scenes in The Prestige, a lot of great.
Paul from Long Beach. Sorry to cut you off. Paul from Long Beach is here. Hey, holy cow! I get a little gulp and Cat. Cheers, Cat. So sorry to cut you off, Cat, but it's Paul from Long Beach. Come on.
RM in the picture, I really
love Paul from Long Beach. Sorry, keep going.
But I just couldn't share in his obsession, which takes up the bulk of the movie, trying to figure out how this trick is being done. But I did like where the story ends up going. I thought that was really good.
It gets dark, man.
It gets really dark. And I was like, dude, it's like somebody needs to walk up and like bitch slap this guy. And you're just taking this.
I was actually surprised.
Back into the reality. It's like, dude, you're not in competition. You're the one trying to make this a competition.
I was actually surprised it was PG-13 when you get towards the end.
Right.
I mean, it makes sense. And it didn't. That's the beauty of Nolan. It's like it didn't need to be R. He made it feel that way, but he kind of went through the cracks. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. So it sounds like you do like this movie, just not.
I mean, I like it. It's just that I like the last third of it or whatever when it starts getting dark and stuff. It's
yeah.
Like when David Bowie comes in, that's pretty cool. And the set piece where they're doing the escape the drunk tank or whatever, and
the drunk tank.
The drunk tank. And Michael Caine has to get like the sledgehammer to break him out. I'm like, there's good scenes in it, but I just couldn't get around it. It's like, dude, you're a magician. You're trained to think like outside the box about these things, and you couldn't think that this guy might have a twin or a double this entire time.
Well, I didn't think about it. I mean,
I don't know. It was the first thing I thought. It's like, it's like, come on, this.
See, I didn't. I thought that was maybe too easy, so I thought it'd be something else.
Then you did think about it as a possibility. You just discounted it. I discounted it too, but I thought about it. But I thought at the very least, you got to think about these things, which again goes back to my criticism of Scream 7. It's like, okay, somebody just told you something outrageous. Either he's Ghostface or you should put him on the suspect list.
Okay. So, you guys know how you have years like 1998 where you had Armageddon and Deep Impact. Yeah. 1997 you had Volcano and Dante's Peak, right? Well, this year in 2006 we had The Prestige and we had The Illusionist. Pretty much the exact same plots. Only for me, Edward Norton's another one of the greatest living actors. This movie didn't hit quite as hard as The Prestige, but it came out the same year. It had Paul Giamatti rocking it. Did you guys see this one?
I did, and this was about the basis of a real life historical event that they used as a springboard. But this one was slightly
that's
different.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Right. This one was slightly different because Paul Giamatti's not he's not a magician. He's like a detective.
He's a constable. Yeah.
He's a constable trying to solve a case. But you're right. It is very similar. Another period piece. I do think The Prestige is a more enjoyable movie to watch, despite my gripes with it. I think it does have a much more powerful third act in The Prestige than The Illusionist has.
It does. Yeah. This movie was pretty good too. This movie had a good twist as well. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember getting this or buying the Blu-ray of this like blind because I'm like, I remember, I don't know where I first saw it, but I'm like, oh, I gotta have this movie. But I revisited it some years ago and it wasn't as good as I remembered it. But still a good movie.
Jill, have you seen it? I think you would like it.
I was wondering, she didn't chime in on The Prestige either.
Oh, that's okay. Sometimes, when I'm on people's channels and they're just cooking, sometimes I'll just take off.
Yeah, no, I'm so sorry. I stepped away.
Oh,
And
no,
I was away.
It's totally fine. It's totally
I said it in
fine.
the backstage.
No,
So
you got.
what did you
You got
I
Jill,
feel
you
like
gotta-
I feel like I've seen magic movies, but I never stop and say, "What's the name of this magic movie I'm watching?" So I actually can't delineate what magic movies I've seen.
I think you would like them both, Jill. Like just knowing what I kind of know about you, liking like Potter and some of the other stuff you like. I think you would really like both of those movies. But and they're both. You can just get them both on streaming. Have you both seen a movie called Pan's Labyrinth? Which
Yes,
a lot of people consider
absolutely.
one of the best Guillermo del Toro movies, if
I
not
have
the
not, but I'm gonna step away.
Oh my
I'm-
gosh, Jill, you have to see this movie.
Yes. See, I knew, Kat. I knew. I knew.
thanks.
I knew.
It's excellent. It is so tragic. It makes your blood boil. It'll make you cry.
It's actually very hard to watch.
It's a very hard to watch movie. It's like,
Yeah.
and it's not even the type of movie you can ever really be in the mood for watching. It's like you just got to be ready for it when you choose to finally watch it. But oh man, that was a real just intense film. And you're right. It's
Yeah.
probably, I mean, it's definitely not a Guillermo del Toro movie I revisit as often as some of his others, which are really fun. But damn it,
No.
this is his best film.
No,
And
because
not even-
it's Schindler's List meets actual Labyrinth, the movie Labyrinth. It's very it's not the Holocaust, but it might as well be. It's a different kind of Holocaust,
yeah, it's Franco's fascist.
Yeah, and it's very disturbing, and the ending is very sad, but it's just undeniably gorgeous to like look at, and it doesn't, I think this was the peak of Del Toro for me. Like Hellboy, I know people think Hellboy, that's not a good Del Toro movie. Yeah, it is, because Del Toro is about visuals, but also heart. And this movie
came out after
has
that,
this movie has that visual spectacle, but it also it's there's so much meaning behind this movie, and the actress is so fucking good in this movie.
Yeah, it's and like I was saying, is not only is this his best film, but it's not even, none of his other films are even close to being as good as this one. I mean,
Yeah.
it's stunning achievement.
Yeah, I would probably say this is his magnum opus, because I honestly, I mean, I love The Shape of Water. I
Oh, I
love
love
The
it
Shape
too.
of Water. But you wouldn't have that movie without this movie. And I know that's a quote that people are like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But I didn't like Frankenstein that much. Everybody,
Yeah, I know.
loved
It just, the opening scene was fantastic, and it's like, if you had maintained this slick pace through the whole thing, I think it would have been a lot better.
Yeah,
But the movie just stops dead for another hour and 15 minutes as you're going through this unnecessarily long life of Victor's upbringing, and it's like, okay, I get it, but it doesn't need it. And I like Oscar Isaac. I think he portrays Victor's narcissism and cruelty really well compared to other adaptations. But I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep, and then finally, when the creature shows up, the movie somehow finds a way to slow down even more.
I liked Kenneth Branagh's portrayal better, because because Oscar Isaacs was very one-dimensional, where he's just kind of cruel and mean and self-centered, where Kenneth Branagh's portrayal as him, he wanted to like he kept trying to like hold on to this fact that he's a humanitarian, but then he just kept doing bad things. I liked that kind of mix better.
Yeah.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
Shut your mouth.
What's up, dude?
Of
I'm
course he
talking
showed
about
up here.
Shaft.
I'm glad you finally came, because we have some clerk stuff to talk about in 2006. But how you doing, Scotty? Welcome to.
I am awake in conscience.
Uh-oh. So, have you seen Pan's Labyrinth?
I did.
Yeah,
I
it's great.
did see Pan's Labyrinth.
I saw it
Loved
in
it.
the theater. Loved it.
Me
man.
too. Me too.
Dude, and
And
Cat,
it is-
Cat, the guy that does this, like,
Mhm.
holy fucking shit. I still haven't seen a creature design that kind of matches that horrific, like, I almost can like get kids to come towards me, like, dude, so great.
But that's the beauty of that film, and I think that's part of the beauty of Guillermo del Toro's movie making, is that he does make those kind of Brothers Grimm fables that are both fantastical and frightening. They are for children, but they give you the heebie-jeebies.
Scotty, I got to give you your proper introduction. Hang on.
Gregory Hines?
There you go.
Thank you. Thank
There you
you. I thought I was going to be the Ayatollah of flat Coca-Cola, but considering the nature of the world right now, Ayatollah is not the best thing.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pull that one off there.
It's fine. That makes sense. It makes sense. But no, I love Pan's Labyrinth is one of the best movies I've ever seen. Not only about the Spanish War, but also as one of those movies that really reintroduced myself to children's fables that are meant to be scary.
Yeah, and me and Kat were just talking about this movie and how like unsettling it is when you see the Spanish War. I mean, that guy that just puts the bottle in the guy's head, like there's so much disturbing shit. And then even the way the movie ends, like it's beautiful in a way because it's like this person's finally like getting out of this reality, but I can see a lot of like normies going like, wait, what? She's dead? What the hell's going on? But yeah, I don't know. I love it.
Yeah, it's
I like dark
It
shit.
is great. Yeah, I mean, ditto.
All right, Scotty. I've been holding on to this one for a while. I've been holding on to this one for a while, my brother. It's time.
What handicap? That guy's just in a wheelchair. It's not like he's Anne Frank or something.
Anne Frank?
Yeah, Anne Frank. The chick that was all till the miracle worker showed up and knocked some smarts into her.
You're talking about Helen Keller.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Anne Frank. She was deaf, dumb, and blind.
No, she wasn't. Helen Keller was deaf, dumb, and blind.
And who the fuck's Anne Frank?
Scotty sent me this clip earlier this very day.
Yeah.
Well, first things first. Like, hello. What are you talking about? Shut up. I have my dolls. I'm playing with my dolls.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
I'm not even supposed to be here today. I'm supposed to be playing a hockey game at 2. And he's in fucking Vermont.
Actually are the same as they look on their cartoon series that they have.
Oh man, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, the cartoon series is weird. Yeah, it made them all kind of like weird looking.
Well, and Jay and Silent Bob don't even sell weed. They sell fireworks.
Of course.
Which is an interesting choice.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
More exciting than weed.
I'm sorry?
Fireworks are more exciting than weed.
Well, I don't know. Have you ever done weed?
Yes, I have.
All right.
Well,
your mileage may vary.
I do love some fireworks. Great to have some gunpowder.
All right, you guys. I was going to bring this one up earlier. I'm glad I waited. Borat came out in 2006.
Hey, wait.
Whether you like it or hate it or have never seen it, it was a phenomenon when it came out.
I also saw this in theaters, but we're not done with Clerks.
He just barely flipped his hat around.
I very specifically did a Randall.
Okay, we'll go back to Clerks, but he stopped talking for a second. Hang on.
What's up with that vanilla face? Me and my homie Azamat just parked our slab outside. Please. We're looking for somewhere to post up our black asses for the night.
All right, Scotty, we'll go back to Clerks, but you gotta get on that shit. Let's hear it.
So I saw Clerks. I think Clerks is one of the OG legacy sequels.
It's one of the best. Yeah.
And yeah.
And it came out 2 years later than it was originally intended. It was supposed to come out in 2004 when it was
Clerks 2, Clerk in It, Boogaloo.
Well, it was just supposed to come out in 2004, and then I guess Kevin Smith missed funding or whatever. I'm glad they took their time though, because they got the lovely Rosario Dawson to be in it to give it some cred. But
she is the smoke show of the entire film. Like, that is the movie that made me fall in love with Rosario Dawson, in the same way that Scott Pilgrim versus the World is the movie that made me fall in love with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Talk about the golden ideal of the love of your life, Rosario Dawson in this film. And also, sadly, apologies to everyone who has ever known me, is Randall Graves. He became more than an icon for me in this one. Like, this is the movie. Today, Jill and I reviewed Blackula. And I know that I'm not supposed to use the hard R N word.
So please don't.
but this is the movie that made me think, it's like, no, I'm taking it back.
Well, I'm taking it back. Yeah. We talked about that.
I love everything about this movie, from its inappropriateness to its confidence. Like, I think that there was something when Tarantino was screened.
Lemon. Sorry.
Hey, Lemon.
Pie. Ali G is better than Borat. I agree.
Same guy. Same picture.
But I agree. It's funny. A funnier persona. Yeah.
But there was something about seeing Clerks 2, and it's a movie version of me accepting getting older. Because when I first saw Dante and Randall, they were 20. And then I saw them and they were 33. And I was the same age. And it was like, oh, everyone can get older. Everyone. And but
the thing I loved about Randall, though, is he got older, but he kept his sense of humor intact. Yes, he didn't really grow up yet, but he was still so fucking funny.
Well, yeah, but going back to
Jeff Anderson.
Scotty? Jeff Anderson, yeah.
That dude should have gotten in way more shit. He was fucking funny, man. Like an actual legit funny guy, you know.
Yeah. And he was in Dogma.
Well, and he was in Zack and Miri. Yeah,
right. But this, like, I think Jeff Anderson, I don't want to speak for him because I do respect his characters, but I think that he was a guy who did the movies and they never really compensated him for it. And he was like, fuck this pay scale. Like, everyone's going to screw you over when it comes to this. And that's why he's so spotty. Like, the guy who plays Dante, he's all over the place in Kevin Smith. But the guy who plays Randall is like, you're never paying me. Why aren't you ever paying me?
Dude, Scotty, I've been trying for 2 years to get a cameo to you on your birthday from Jeff Anderson. And every fucking time it says Jeff Anderson is taking a break from cameo. I'm like, fuck.
But that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect to hear that you've been trying. And he's like, fuck no.
No, he hasn't been on it lately. Yeah.
That's the best. Like, good. If Jeff Anderson ever shows up, and he better just be like, this sucks.
I guess he hates money.
Yeah, well, who doesn't? I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love.
Wow, you walked right into that one.
All right.
Okay. This one,
Clerks
I don't know.
2, 10 out of 10. Favorite.
Yeah, Clerks 2, some of the funniest scenes in any movie ever made. Scenes we can't even really talk about on YouTube, or we'll get fucking thrown
One
off.
of them involves donkeys.
Well, I'm talking more about being on a porch.
Kelly can be a dude's name.
So who has seen this gem here? Inside Man.
Love it. Saw it in theaters.
One of the best Spike Lee movies ever made, I think.
Yes. Yeah, it's so strange though, because it's like his most mainstream movie.
It's very mainstream, but I think the more mainstream he gets and actually allows like white people in his movies, sometimes they can broaden their horizons by having but this movie's excellent. It's a weird bank heist movie that goes in a direction I did not see coming at all. I think it's based on something like a book or something. Hey, Lemon, he takes a break only on Scotty's birthday week.
Yeah.
Well, look, if Lemon Pie is calling me out on that, I usually try to get somebody a cameo a month in advance. It just says that the person is unavailable for a specific amount of time. It's not that, oh, surprise, that person's not working that week. I just think Jeff Anderson kind of left Cameo, but his account is still there. So I don't know. Whatever. What do you want me to do?
Either way, knowing that you've been trying.
Hey, Lemon Pie.
Is so...
case, motherfucker!
Yeah. You should see if you can get a cameo from Gregory Hines.
Yeah, from the grave.
Too soon? Inside Man is incredible.
That was a good movie.
Inside, yeah. And Chiwetel Ejiofor.
I just added it to my list.
It's so good.
Denzel.
Yeah. Denzel's great. Owen Clive is like your
Clive
he's the I'm sorry, Owen. Did I say Owen Clive?
You said Owen Clive.
You know what?
That's
actually a pretty cool. That's a cool name too, though. That could work.
I'm gonna write that down. That's gonna be the name of my
Clive Owen is a great bank robber fucking dude or whatever. But yeah, man, this movie is get off me. This movie is awesome. I love it. All right. I got a couple more.
You gonna go back to Borat?
Do you want to go back to Borat?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna talk about it. Did Scott put a stop to it?
Let's do more. Let's talk about Borat, because that movie is one of the funniest movies maybe I've ever seen in my life. Where the fuck is it? Come on, Borat. Show yourself. There.
Very nice.
There are so many funny scenes in this movie, and I can't play them on this.
This is one of the funniest films ever made.
Yeah,
it's too perfect, and I'm surprised that some of the people would be dumb enough to believe this guy. Like, really, because of course they believe he's from Kazakhstan because of the types of when he's traveling the deep south. Of course they're gullible enough to believe that, and the stuff they commit to saying on film and. It's always funny when people try and sue him afterwards because of stupid. They're too dumb to keep their mouth shut. I literally was falling out of my seat laughing in the movie theater watching this. It's the only time that literally happened. It's that funny.
Yeah,
at least when I saw it in the theater, it was that funny for the first time.
Yeah, I agree. One of the guys I taught with at USC before he came on. To work with us, he was one of the the executive guys that worked for the Ali G show, not for the Borat movie, but before the movie even came out, like the Ali G show itself. And he would have to be the one that was like calling people to set up these things, and then also deal with the repercussions that came afterwards. Like, oh, that's not what I said. That's not what I meant, and all that stuff. And it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. So these movies, they're not fake. Like he does. I mean, yeah, there's editing involved and stuff like that to make him even funnier. But he really goes and puts himself in these fucking situations, man. I didn't really like Bruno that much.
No, that was funny.
But there's one really fucking funny scene as Bruno in the Ali G show. But Borat's the character that just kind of blew everybody's mind. And this movie made so much money when it came out.
I really liked The Great Dictator.
I never saw that one.
I liked it.
Yeah.
But that's also because of spite, because nobody liked that movie. It's
Oh, really?
What is it? Yeah, no, people were really, really upset about The Great Dictator because it was very, well.
Was it just like, because I'd heard that one was where he wasn't doing it for real and it was all scripted, but
that's narrative.
Yeah, so maybe that's the problem.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked Borat when I first saw it. I do not think it is one of the greatest comedies ever made. I think it's one of those movies where the first time you see it, it's awesome. And then after that, you're like, the shock value is gone. And so I think Borat is shocking. I don't think it's good. And so when I saw it the first time, I was like, oh no, I can't believe this. And then when I saw it afterwards, I immediately just returned the DVD and said, I never have to see that again. Thanks.
Lemon Pie. The Ali G show was great because he would interview celebrities. And they thought he was a real person. That was the thing. Like, Ali G as a character was kind of funny, and he was just kind of very naive, and he was playing sort of this like British hip hop producer guy, which was funny as fuck. And like, I love he would go he would go to a like a petting zoo and call it he would call it like a veterinarian clinic, and they'd be like, no, and then he'd call it a zoo. And he'd just be frustrating the fuck. He'd be like, hey, so what is it like to be a vegetarian? He's like, no, I'm a veterinarian. He's like, well, whatever. Like, all those like little subtle things were so fucking funny. Like,
yes.
And Borat was kind of the only way to go to aim for a movie. And like Kat says, it just works. It's so fucking funny. It's just like nonstop funny.
Not only that, but also as a character, like, he is a verbose, prejudiced Mr. Bean. Like, Mr. Bean doesn't talk at all. Borat talks too much.
That's a good way to look at it. It's kind of the opposite. Yeah. Well, did anybody see Borat 2?
I never did.
It was was an Amazon movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah. There was funny moments in it, but at the end it was clearly like a sting operation. It was kind of weird, but
those were funny when he does a sting operation, though.
What's that?
The sting operations were pretty funny.
No, it was funny. It was funny. Yeah. But I think the first one's better.
The lady in the second one was apparently
that was supposed to be his daughter. Yeah, she's gone on to be in some like movies and shit. She was great.
For her.
She was great. She was fucking great. She was one of the funniest parts of the second Borat movie. But the second movie wasn't nearly as funny as the first movie.
And a
different time.
Well, no, but it's one of those things where I say to people, it's like, oh, if you haven't seen it, you're in for a good time. And the thing with Borat is, if you have seen it, second time's not going to go as well.
Have you guys ever seen The Host from Bong Joon-ho?
I have not.
On my watch list.
Oh, it's good. It's really good. I saw it the year it came out.
Kaiju.
It's very interesting. It's like low budget. Like his movies nowadays, obviously he's got much bigger budgets and stuff. But this was one where when I first saw it, a couple of reviewers I liked said it was really great. You got to watch it. And I didn't really get it at first because I was like, well, where's the monster and blah, blah, blah. And then when you rewatch it, like a little bit later, you're like, this is Bong Joon-ho kind of doing what he does. And I think he followed this up with Snowpiercer, which was one of my favorite movies of 2014. And then obviously we know he did Parasite.
I haven't seen that either.
Very good movie.
Yeah, I've heard.
Parasite is fucking bizarre, dude. It's really good. I like it. But this is his first kind of like, man, they didn't give this guy a Godzilla movie, and that's fine. They don't need to, because this movie is much smaller than that. It doesn't really fit into that. But if you guys get a chance to see this host, there's a lot of movies called The Host. You know, there's like a young adult movie called The Host. You know, but watch this one. You know.
Well, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. It has been on my list for a while.
Oh, cool.
It from what I understand, because so remember the movie Cloverfield?
Yeah.
And people said she'll be fine. I hope. Thoughts and prayers.
Okay.
But Cloverfield was supposed to be the movie about the people who had nothing to do with the monster.
Yeah, it's found footage. Yeah.
Yeah. And The Host, from what I understand, actually achieves that idea of the people who are like, what's going on?
I actually think Cloverfield's better, but that's just
wow.
I like Cloverfield quite a bit, but
what if J.J. Abrams directed Cloverfield?
The Host isn't trying to
stand it. I know you.
Oh, hey, I know a movie you guys might remember, and you won't even know that you remember it until right now. But this came out in 2006.
I've never seen it, but I'm writing it down because I do like Luke Wilson and The Bride.
It's absolutely atrocious.
Is it worth $7?
Picks up a CGI shark out of the ocean and throws it into his New York City high-rise window.
Is it directed by Peter Berg? Who directs this?
No, movie? it's fuck. It's somebody that it says Ivan fucking Reitman, dude. Ivan Reitman wrote.
Ivan Reitman directed
this movie.
Holy crap!
It's so unfunny. It doesn't know what the fuck it's trying to achieve. Has anyone seen this aside from me?
I have never seen this, but now I wanna.
It is referenced. This movie is referenced inside Scott Pilgrim.
It's absolutely terrible. But you know what? Not Owen Wilson. Wow. Luke Wilson. Yes. Uma Thurman got paid. They got paid. Hey, my boy, represent this. My better half, like my super ex-girlfriend. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, man. Your better half is the first person I've heard of that actually liked this movie.
Well, and also you said that in the previous,
here, man.
That's the past tense, liked.
Yeah.
So is she your super ex?
So for people that don't know, this guy falls in love with a woman and she happens to be a superhero.
Yes.
And then he realizes she's kind of too much for him. So he tries to break up with her. And then he finds out she's a superhero because she becomes an evil psychopath and does horrible things to him because she has powers. That's kind of interesting. I mean, it's 2 years ahead of Hancock, I guess. But
but
I guess done so terribly.
That's the biggest question. Which movie is better, My Super Ex-Girlfriend
Hancock
or Hancock?
Hancock's way better. Yeah.
That's directed by Peter Berg. Okay,
that movie's. That's why you said that. Yeah. So here's a movie that was a remake from a Telly Savalas movie. I don't know if anybody remembers this even coming out in 2006.
No, Telly Savalas was not in Poseidon. It's a Gene Hackman movie.
I'm sorry.
Maybe was Telly Savalas in the Poseidon too? I don't know.
But this movie was a fucking.
Who loves you, baby?
This was a 2006. Hey, we want to make a movie that's kind of like Titanic, but we also want it to be a summer blockbuster.
Is that Kurt Russell?
Yeah, it's Kurt Russell. He's the best part in the movie, but it's the movie. He can't save this movie. It's fucking terrible.
Wait a minute.
Well, no one can save Poseidon.
Yeah, it's a bad movie. That's, I believe, Josh Lucas.
It is.
It's
Patrick Wilson.
I'm sorry, Patrick Wilson. I'm sorry.
No, that's Josh Lucas.
They're the same person.
That's Josh Lucas.
It's actually, I'll look it up. It's actually Dermot Mulroney, or
I already looked it up.
or Dylan McDermott. I can't remember.
One of the two.
It's Josh Lucas.
No, it is Josh Lucas. Yeah, because that was the time they were trying to make him a thing.
I thought it was Patrick Wilson.
No, Patrick Wilson was already a thing.
Okay.
You know, it's funny you mentioned Patrick Wilson because he was in one of the best movies that came out in 2006, Little Children. Great movie. Hard to Cat. Another one of those movies is hard to watch.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Little Children was up for some Oscars. It's Josh Lucas and Kate Winslet.
Oh, I thought you said Patrick Wilson was in it.
I'm sorry, Patrick Wilson. Dylan McDermott.
Josh Lucas.
Hey, what's up, dude? Let's see. No, we're fine. I just watched all of her films.
No, fair enough. It was kind of a rude joke.
I get it,
I'm
man.
sorry.
I get it. I got to watch this movie called like Love in Tuscany this month too, and I am not looking forward to it. But Kojak on a boat. Yeah, that would be right. If it
Kojak on a boat would be rad.
Poseidon is an embarrassment to the 1973. Yeah, it was terrible. And the funny thing represent this is like Kurt Russell was taking it seriously where everybody else was in a different movie than him. And that kind of sucks because the movie just feels disjointed. But
the original is fantastic.
Yeah, the original is amazing for what they
really,
had to
really
work with
liked
back
it.
then. Yeah, for what they had to work with back then, it was really good. Yeah. Oh, I know a lot of people don't know this one, Scotty, but we do. Beer League.
Yes.
One of the funniest movies of 2006.
Broken Lizard will return in Weed League.
So this movie was a very small, like $200,000 budget. The girl right here next to the main guy, Artie Lang, is actually Karen Wheeler from Stranger Things, just a little bit younger.
Is that Cara Buono?
Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a hard roll with a side order of fries, cheese, and gravy, and a bowl of gravy on the side.
I'll have the same thing plus pancakes.
Chocolate milk? You know it, honey.
Those guys' diets they're gonna live forever with those diets. But Beer League is one of those. It's like Grandma's Boy, where it's like a lot of people don't know about it. It's just got some funny comics in it, and it just if you watch it, you just die. It's so fucking funny. Yeah.
Well, and it seems like one of those things where, like, because Artie Lang, when he used to have a nose,
for all that blow,
before everything that happened, and thank heavens he's still with us. But I'm just saying, like, this is the kind of sensibility, because he was in Dirty Work.
He was in Dirty Work. He was in Lost and Found.
But he does have a sensibility for a sense of humor that I very, very enjoy.
Yeah, he has that like Jersey guy sensibility, which can be really funny, but
irreverent and who gives a shit.
All right, so the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm not saying this is the last movie we're going to talk about, but I've been waiting for a while to bring this one up. So in 2006, Nicolas Cage was in a little movie called Wicker Man. Which is obviously a remake of a film I love dearly. I love the original Wicker Man. But if you guys don't remember it from 2006, I'll give you a quick taste of Nicolas Cage and Wicker Man.
What is it? What's wrong, sister?
Don't be frightened. You bitches! This is murder! Murder! Killing me won't bring back your goddamn honey! Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast!
Well, if you don't remember the movie, I'm sure you've seen the GIF or the meme, not the bees.
Not the bees.
So this is probably the worst remake ever made because the original. Who has seen the original Wicker Man? Raise your hand.
Oh, fuck yes.
That movie is brilliant, and Christopher Lee, the song,
Edward Woodward.
Yeah, Edward Woodward. It's so good, and this movie is just almost like it was the Wayans brothers making it. I know it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it feels like it's just like a joke. Yeah. You bitches. Like, yeah. Anyway.
It does. You're absolutely correct. It does feel like a parody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's bad.
That scene in the original Wicker Man at the end when he's up in the Wicker statue and he's like basically giving his piece to God and like singing like Christian song. You're like, wow, like it's so dark. And then his scream, like, you know, like, because the whole movie was leading up to that, but you didn't really understand that. Nicolas Cage is so over the top this entire movie that when he screams, it doesn't
well, you have that scene right before too when he decks the lady in the bear suit.
Well, that's the thing. He's like, yeah. I think it's
What is it? What's wrong, sister?
And then I think he like fly kicks one of the women too in the bear suit.
But like, who plays Summersby or so who plays Christopher Lee in the remake? Is it like Diane Wiest or something? I don't know.
I don't think it's anybody that anybody gives a fuck about.
Well, but that's the thing, is that there's a charismatic leader in the original.
Scotty, read this chat.
No.
The bees!
The bees! Anyway, but like the original, like what I love, and honestly, if you have not seen the original The Wicker Man, the thing that is so terrifying about that movie is that it is a policeman of law and order, and he has everything behind him. And not only that, but he's a good man and a just man.
Well, that's his whole thing. He's like very straight-laced because it's like 1970 or 60.
Yeah, like 72-ish.
Yeah. So he's very straight-laced, like British cop, and he's religious, you know.
Yeah.
And when Nicolas Cage takes over the role, you're like,
Actually, Howie's kind of an asshole in the original.
Well, in the original, but
yeah.
he's a cop. Don't forget.
Right, but it's not just that he's a cop. He's an asshole because he's Christian, and no, they're not, so they're bad people.
Well, no, but he doesn't.
I'll say hello to John here. Say hello to John.
Hey, Johnny boy.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for being here, brother. We're talking about Nicolas Cage and The Wicker Man from 2006.
Well, wait, John.
Yes. Go Scotty. Love your hat, by the way.
Thanks,
Nice
man. I wore it for you.
Thank you.
So Ben said that he was trying to get me a cameo from Randall from Clerks.
That would be amazing.
Wouldn't it though? But apparently he's not available. He's not supposed to be here today.
I shouldn't even have told you that. But yeah, Jeff Anderson just is not on Cameo anymore.
Yeah, but that does seem like the kind of person maybe you would come across on there.
But the thing is,
not any of those characters
is that you have the best birthday card I have ever seen.
It was pretty amazing,
and that is also courtesy of Ben and Cameo.
Yes, no, Cameo is pretty cool. I mean, I haven't looked at it since getting Ben one, I guess, for his birthday. But
what did you get him?
Fun.
It's awesome if you ever want the Mentos commercial.
The author of Sideways.
Oh yeah, he got me.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was up in the mountains last year, and I get this cameo from Rex Pickett, and Rex Pickett was,
yeah.
Hey Ben, I'm like, holy shit. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Ben got me a personalized text from James Cameron this year.
I did.
A birthday text from James Cameron.
I talked to James Cameron personally, and he said
might have Photoshop involved, maybe not Cameron's normal level of special effects, but
it was deep faked. It was underwater.
It was cool.
In a world. Anyway,
fall for the banana and the tailpipe.
Sorry. Now that we have John here, let's see here. We're bringing up movies.
I want to hear his review of Clerks 2.
Oh, okay.
Man, I don't. There's so many of these movies. I did listen to a little bit of you guys talking previously, and I barely even remember some of these movies from this year. I do remember because I watched every movie during this era. That's a great film.
That's why I brought it up. I'm sure you have something to say about that movie.
But I put my title for this as 2000 and Sucks because that was what I had written at the top of my personal awards list the entire year. I remember it was 2000 and Sucks. This year sucks. There was nothing good until about October. And then I got 3 or 4 great films at the end of the year that made it actually feel like a really strong year. But it felt like most of the movies that were coming out leading up to the award season were underwhelming. Not that they're all terrible movies. You guys have talked about a lot of really nice, fun movies or nice, good entries into popular series like Mission Impossible 3. Like that's definitely one of the better ones. But it's still kind of a forgettable overall action movie, in my opinion. It's for all the great action movies that have come out over the years, that one's just kind of run of the mill. And so
you can basically blame the bastardization of both Star Trek and Star Wars on Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah,
that's the entire reason.
But I like what he did with Star Trek. I mean, I don't like how it went off the rails immediately in the second film.
I like the first one. I like 2009.
But I guess, Ben, to your point of this film, The Last King of Scotland, yes. I forget when this one came out. This is definitely a good film. In fact, I want to say I might have it in my top 5 dramas of the year. Yeah, I have it. As
James McAvoy is amazing in this movie, and didn't the guy? What's his name? The guy.
Yes, Forrest Whitaker won Best Actor for this. Yeah. I gave him Best Supporting Actor because the lead of the film is James McAvoy.
Yeah.
But on my personal list, James McAvoy did pull off Best Actor nomination, along with Leonardo DiCaprio getting 2 for Blood Diamond and The Departed.
Yeah, Kat and I talked about Blood Diamond and Departed, and I was a bigger fan of Blood Diamond personally,
but James McAvoy still has not received an Oscar nomination for real. But I gave him a nomination back in 2000.
Has the Academy seen Split?
Yep, they didn't go for it there.
No,
but my winner, amazing. I don't think you guys have brought up this movie, but my Best Actor winner was Peter O'Toole for a movie called Venus. And you guys seen that?
Oh, right.
His last great performance.
He didn't win an Oscar, did he?
He was nominated. He didn't win because Forrest Whitaker was up for Best Actor when he should have been up for Best Supporting Actor. And Peter O'Toole, who I believe had never won an Oscar. He was this was like his 8th nomination, and he still had never won an Oscar. He passed away without winning one. And this was the opportunity to give him one, not just because he was old and had 8 nominations without winning, but because he deserved it. If you've seen Venus, it is a deserving nomination.
I haven't seen Venus, but I've seen Uranus.
I have not seen Venus, but I remember when he was nominated, and I watched the Oscars where he was, and he's in the audience. It was the same sort of. I have never seen crushing defeat, except for 2 times. One of them was when Michael Keaton pulled out his speech and then put it back into his coat. And the second,
after Birdman, where he didn't win for
Birdman.
And
then when Peter O'Toole was in the audience for Venus, and it's like, well, he's gonna win. And then Forrest Whitaker.
Honestly, category fraud. They should not have Forrest Whitaker in that category. And
you're right.
I forget who even won because I'm looking at my Best Supporting Actor list, and I don't think it includes whoever won that year for Best Supporting Actor.
It was Bryan Cranston for Breaking Bad.
2006. I'd have to think about that. I have Paul Giamatti, who I think was a nominee for The Illusionist, or maybe just on my list.
The Illusionist?
Well, Kat and I talked about The Illusionist and The Prestige.
Yeah, I can tell my list is filled with a bunch of people who got nominated by me, but not by the Academy.
Wow.
Tony Goldwyn, he's not a nominee by the Academy.
I'm trying to remember 2006.
I'd have to look it up.
I'm looking it up right now. I got it pulled up here.
Ben, for my birthday, get me Peter O'Toole.
Best supporting actor went to Alan Arkin for Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that, Kat.
Yeah,
we already talked about that movie tonight. Yeah.
But
he was so good as the heroin addicted grandpa. Like he was so good in that movie.
Well,
he was up against Jackie Earle Haley for Little Children, Jaimin Hansu for Blood Diamond, Eddie Murphy for Dreamgirls, and Mark Wahlberg for The Departed.
Mark Wahlberg, who's in like 15 seconds of The Departed.
But Mark Wahlberg kind of deserved it. I think
I don't know. He got some good lines and he didn't fuck him up, but I wouldn't say, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he like Boogie Nights is probably still his best.
100%. 1,000%.
That one kind of deserved Oscar.
I'm the star. I'm the star.
Wow, Ryan Gosling got nominated for that Half Nelson film you were talking about.
We talked about Half Nelson already too. That movie's great. Yeah. Nelson, the directors of Half Nelson went on to do Captain Marvel for some fucking reason.
Hey, I like Captain Marvel. I like that movie.
No, I'm just saying it's very different than, like Half Nelson, which is about a heroin addicted
friend of a friend. I'm heroin addicted, and my
different
heroin is Captain Marvel.
But yeah, Little Miss Sunshine is on my top 5 for the year. It's my number 5.
It's a good movie.
I forget when that came out, but I want to say like maybe August or something.
I think it was September. No, you're very close. It was September. Yeah.
September.
Yeah.
So see, the first movie that I was able to call one of the top 5 of the year didn't come out until September. That's why I felt like this year was just dragging along without a film that I could really get behind. And the first one that came out was this little quirky comedy that wasn't like immediately you go, oh, that needs to be in the top 5. Like it is definitely a top 5 type of film, but it's not like a genre piece that I would immediately go, okay, I can clearly see why I would pick this as one of my favorites for the end of the year. But it made it at the end of the year. I don't know if you guys talked about a couple of these other ones. I think The Departed had been brought up, but it didn't sound very
This was one of my favorite movies of 2006. Notes on a Scandal.
Never saw it.
Good performance.
I'm not a lesbian.
I want to say I nominated at least 1, if not 2. Judi Dench nominated on my list.
This movie is fucking phenomenal. If you're like
What's
a journalist, it's basically like dirty journalism, kind of going back and forth. Like it's great.
Judi Dench is crazy. Judi Dench is a crazy stalker lady, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it. And I thought it was very.
It's like Fatal Attraction, but with journalism.
Fatal Attraction with journalism. You know what? I'll give you that, Scotty.
I don't know. I've never seen it. I don't know.
I'll give you that. That works. Okay. But John, sorry, I jumped up on that picture, but you were about to say something.
Oh, I was mentioning. I was talking about my top 5 of the year and how I do remember in 2006.
Yeah.
Well, but you're bringing up more pictures that need to be discussed. So I'll just save it.
Yeah,
oh, no,
you're interrupting him visually.
No, it's good.
No.
This is perfect. This is actually perfect. Ben,
I'm uploading pictures. I'll take them down.
Oh, okay, that's fine. But let's bring that up because that's actually fine. That's a good segue. I don't remember when Tenacious D: Pick a Destiny came out for the year. Does it say on the poster there?
It came out in June of 2006.
Okay, so like that was the kind of movie that I was like behind, not as a best picture, but just like, wow, these are the best movies I've seen this year. Tenacious D: Pick a Destiny, stuff like that, and stuff like
love this movie,
Grandma's Boy.
Oh, yeah. Well, and but the thing is,
totally ridiculous comedies were the best we had to offer in 2006 until the last 3 months of the year, in my opinion.
Like I remember going to see Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny with a friend of mine who was all about Tenacious D. He had the box set. Put it back to Tenacious D. We'll get to.
No, I'm sorry. I wanted to bring up a bunch of funny clips from Grandma's Boy, but it was all copywritten.
Yeah,
that movie is so fucking quotable and funny, but I couldn't put anything on here because they wouldn't let me rip it. So anyway,
it also Tenacious D is, or sorry, Grandma's Boy. If you will allow me a moment to gush over Tenacious D, then I will gush over Grandma's Boy. But I went to the theater with my best friend and we watched it because he was the fan, and we sat there. And then there's an animated sequence, approximately like half an hour, 40 minutes into the movie, and he's like, "If we were on shrooms, this is when the shrooms would kick in." And I was like, "Ooh." And I was just like, the movie itself is so absurd and engaging that it is one of those, it's a drug trip unto itself. I love this movie. The music is incredible. Meatloaf is my favorite part.
To this day, I still use the phrase, "We have to take the Shoelace Express."
I love it as part documentary, part musical, part like horror, part like buddy comedy.
The little kid who plays Jack Black in The Kickapoo, he's so good. He is. It's like if you made Jack Black smaller.
John.
I think they do that in the new Super Mario movie.
I think John has probably seen Tenacious D. How many times have you seen Tenacious D, John? Like,
well, I mean,
live.
I haven't seen it in a long time, to be honest.
But you've seen them live a bunch.
Oh, Tenacious D. Yeah, I've seen them like 4 or 5 times for sure live. But
nice.
It's been a while.
Well, they don't really play anymore, I don't think. Like,
well,
I think that crazy.
I
like
missed
they
them.
broke up or some stupid shit. They had some spat on
yeah,
stage
but
or
it's
some stupid shit.
no.
I thought that maybe was just more of a stage thing or something where it just blew over eventually. But I think they might still be broken up to some degree as a band.
It's a stupid political thing, and
it was like a dumbass political bullshit.
It was just a bad joke. Like the whole thing was just a bad joke. Don't get so fucking clutching of pearls.
No need to get upset over politics. My kids still love Tribute, so it hasn't gone. It's still cool,
dude. Fuck you hard is my favorite. Fucking.
Oh no, fuck you gently. Fuck you gently.
Sorry, fuck me gently. Yeah, that's the best fucking Tenacious D song for me.
I still think Tribute is pretty good. I also, when they do oh my stars, it's a Beatles cover, You Never Give Me Your Money. That's my favorite Tenacious D, and it's a cover.
John, I don't know if you remember, but when I shot and edited Brian and Jamie's wedding in 2004, like their dance number song, when I edited the video, I did it to Fuck Me Gently.
No, I did not remember that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, my favorite Tenacious D thing is when you wait to the end of one of their albums and they start talking about taking over City Hall and making tube technology for people to travel, like in Futurama.
Oh God.
And like even when it comes to like Portlandia, I feel like the Tenacious D show was
Portlandia. I miss that show.
10 years ahead of Portlandia, and so I didn't understand it. And then once I saw Portlandia, I went back and I watched Tenacious D, and
I don't know if you guys know, but the woman, the co-star woman,
Carrie Bradshaw,
she's in one of my favorite bands of all time, Sleater-Kinney.
Yeah,
she's the bass player for Sleater-Kinney, and she's amazing in that.
Yes.
Band. So when I saw her doing funny shit, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely. She is adorable and talented.
Yeah.
Moving on to
What handicap? That guy's just in a wheelchair. It's not like he's Anne Frank or something.
Anne Frank?
Yeah, Anne Frank. The chick that was all till the miracle worker showed up and knocked some smarts into her.
You're talking about Helen Keller.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Anne Frank. She was deaf, dumb, and blind.
No, she wasn't. Helen Keller was deaf, dumb, and blind.
And who the fuck's Anne Frank?
I don't care what anybody says, man. Some of Kevin Smith's like the funniest shit that he ever does. Well, I still think the funniest movies he ever made are from the first two Clerks. Like he gets a little overboard with some of the other shit.
I like Dogma
when he's dealing with Dante and Randall, it's the funniest shit he ever writes, in my opinion. I think Clerks 2 is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. When I saw that, I was in college in Chicago when that came out, and I was fucking dying. I was so happy to see that movie, even though it came out 2 years too late. It was supposed to be a 10-year anniversary, but I'm glad it came out when it came out. You know, it was when everything came together. You know?
I saw that movie three times in theaters, and Randall Graves has developed a religion in my brain, and so
I know this is controversial. I kind of think the second one's funnier than the first one.
It is.
I mean,
it is.
It's not as like it's not quite as daring as the first one, but it's like it's got a little bit of the maturity to it because they're older. So like, and the shit they're talking about, the Lord of the Rings, they're in 1994 they didn't have the Lord of the Rings to talk about. Like there's just more shit in it that is culturally relevant. I don't know. I love Clerks.
I prefer the dry humor from the first one.
Well, they're both full of the dry humor. It's not until you get to like your Dogma and your
That's a little wetter.
Gay and Silent Bob Strike Back, where it gets kind of ridiculous.
No, but the thing is that the first movie, and like Clerks is the first movie where pop culture self-awareness was attempted.
Yeah, that's why it succeeded.
And yeah, absolutely, no argument. But Clerks 2 with the pop culture self-awareness was like, we're just going to talk about it, and whether you get it or not, fuck you, get off my lawn. Like the second one, the mission statement of the first one, and I say this all the time, this job would be great if it weren't for the customers. that is a proposition or a preposition, I forget which, of the first movie. The second movie is like, this job would be great if it weren't for you.
I do love in Clerks 1 where the guy's like reading from the National Enquirer and Randall's just so bored with it.
I mean, that's in first one.
And he's like, "You fucking piece of shit."
But again, that is like, I should really take this off of my Linked Me profile. And it's like, do you think that title dictates behavior? I can do whatever the fuck I want.
That's basically what he. Yeah.
This is also why I'm unemployed, ladies and gentlemen. Please give me money.
Yeah, but anyway,
but they eventually get there when they own it themselves.
I would buy the Quick Stop myself. It's such a success story. And then at the end of Clerks 2, when it fades to black and white, and it's misery,
and it's got I don't know if it's supposed to be
frustrated.
It's got that like Alanis Morissette. Isn't it like Alanis Morissette or something?
No. It's I forget who plays Misery.
No. I think you're thinking about Clerks 3, which I've never seen.
No, Clerks 2. Clerks 2.
Clerks
Because
2
at the
is
end
a
of
lot
Clerks
of
2,
Forrest that
at least
ends-
Dante and Randall are still alive. No, at the end of Dogma, it's Alanis Morissette. 'Cause
Oh,
she's
no,
gone.
both, dude, both. Trust me, both.
Okay, you're the doc.
Hey, I'll bring it up, brother. I'll bring it up. You keep talking.
There are too many heart attacks in Clerks 3.
Either way,
There are 3.
Grandma's. I've said this to John a million times. Grandma's Boy.
Yes.
Grandma's Boy and Step Brothers are the 2 best movies to get stoned to. It's just a fact. It's like they're the funniest. Well, maybe Idiocracy, which also came out in 2006.
Oh wow,
yeah.
That's super.
Yeah.
No, Linda Cardellini is the hottest woman to have ever.
Oh my
been.
god, she's incredible in this movie, dude. Holy shit.
When she does karaoke, and I am totally on board. And it's like, I fucking love this woman.
You know what? Since they won't let me fucking make a thingy, hey, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna figure this out.
Well, and also, like, one of the best things about Grandma's Boy is because he is a grandma's boy. He's got 3 grandmas, and they are classic grandmas.
Right.
Who are the moms? Who are the moms and the grandmoms?
Oh god, I got it. All right.
It's an okay movie.
I love it.
I'm thinking about. All right, I got it, guys. I'm thinking about getting metal legs. All right, you got to make sure you can hear this. Let me know if you can't. I'm thinking about getting metal legs.
I'm thinking of getting metal legs.
I can hear it.
Hear it? All right, good.
I'm thinking of getting metal legs. It's a risky operation, but it'll be worth it. I was just a kid in that break room. Or as I call it, the stupid
Idiot room.
Mine's the biggest office.
Okay, so he's the greatest character in this movie because he thinks he's Neo from the Matrix.
Really, he's Zorg from The Fifth Element.
He's like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See you, losers. Yeah,
Adios, turd nuggets.
Get back to work.
But Nick Swardson in this
Wait.
movie. Oh, sorry.
Watch this.
Yes.
Adios, turd nuggets.
That is exactly how I leave family dinners.
I believe it.
Yeah, I know.
Adios,
Wow.
turd nuggets.
But I think this movie is so great. Nick Swardson, I think it's his best movie.
Dude, he's the
you were
greatest
pointing that
man.
out, that even though the Neo, what the hell's his name?
Oh, dude, he's an Avatar, dude. That
Yeah,
fucking-
no, I know
Oh, he
the.
is. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he's got money until the cows
But I think
come
Nick
home.
Swardson.
Joel David Moore.
No, Nick Schwarzden, where he's like, my parents got me this awesome car bed, and I
Yeah, exactly. No, but he does Dance Dance Revolution, and it'll rock your world.
Well, that's the thing. Like, all these guys are gamers. They're super nerds, but they're gamers. You know.
Yeah, and that's what's funny about the movie is because it is about gamers, game developers, and it was at a moment in time where it was like an ethereal. What do they do? The game
2006.
developers.
It's like,
yeah,
in 2006, you could get away with like, this guy's the hero of the movie. He's a game developer, but he also is a super stoner and gets the girl. You know, like that's you could do that in 2000.
I forgot about the monkey. I forgot about the monkey.
You could still do
Oh, yeah,
that
and the
today. I don't
monkey.
think people mind if a stoner gets the girl and gets to be the hero.
No, but it's good. But in terms of the framing of the film itself, it's just like this is a weird, strange world that I do not understand.
I love the guy when he's like,
It's like
when
in
he's like,
2006, if you
he's
had
getting
like a
weed from
movie
his
about a
dealer, and he's like-
YouTuber.
I love when he's getting weed from his dealer. He's like, dude, your ass is tanner than my face.
And that guy is great. Like
yeah,
this
that
is
guy's been in,
basically
like, every fucking Adam Sandler movie ever made.
Yeah,
like,
this is, but it's by the same. It's by Happy Madison. It's by the same development or the production company.
It's basically an Adam Sandler rejected script.
Yeah,
exactly.
To Rob Schneider, and he turned it down. And then they said, okay, who else can we get? So one of Sandler's buddies stepped in.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's the lead role.
I'm surprised that after Rob Schneider turned it down, that they didn't necessarily start doubting themselves and wondering, oh, maybe this really is a piece of
Look how it turned out. This thing is great.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend.
No, I saw it. I thought it was okay. It was funny.
No, I'm speaking to the audience. I know.
Kind of
Kat,
genius.
you've seen everything.
So if you guys remember,
except for the last,
the greatest YouTube. This
My
was
Super
kind of
Ex-Girlfriend.
this was kind of the first movie that came out where YouTube and just social media, even in 2006, before Twitter and stuff like that, really started to shape what a movie would be based off like people talking about it. Was a movie called Snakes on a Plane, and that came out in 2006. Right?
Did you see it in the theater?
I did not.
I did.
I still have never seen it, but
what? You're crazy, Larry.
There's a movie. So now I'm going to get into movies that came out in 2006 that were kind of based on movies. So there's a movie called Snakes on a Train that came out the same year. So this is where you
What's
have
it about?
This is where you have that era of movies where a movie was coming out like Transformers, and then they would make Transmorphers. So this was called Snakes on a Train, and I believe it starred Luke Perry.
Before, is Luke Perry still alive?
No, he's long since dead. But
is that the movie that killed him?
No, this movie was about 15 years before he died.
That
But
would probably be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood if you're going off that.
yeah,
one.
that was the last
That is
movie.
his last movie.
Yeah, that was so the same year, Kat, that the Da Vinci Code came out. Another movie came out called The Da Vinci Treasure, starring C. Thomas Howell.
Oh, I thought it was Peter Scolari from Tom Hanks' partner from Bosom Buddies.
So this is
Actually,
real. This came out the
like-
same year.
That's crazy.
I kind of want to see this. See Thomas Howell
We
and
should do a
Lance
watch-along.
Henriksen?
Do you notice how they have the background pretty much exactly the same?
That's kind of funny because nobody owns Da Vinci. Like anybody could say his name, and so that's pretty clever, actually.
We're gonna do it right now, Jill. We're gonna copyright the word Da Vinci, the name Da Vinci.
Are those like supposed to be tiki torches on the sides of the poster?
You know what?
Very
There are
Indiana
very good
Jones.
people on both sides.
You can't
So-
have a good adventure without a tiki torch.
So there was another movie that came out in 2020 or 2006 that I had
Oh,
no
I gotta
idea
check this
even
out.
existed. Roadhouse 2. I didn't know this
With
existed.
Jonathan Shake?
Jake Busey.
Jake.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
Jake Busey would be in anything, but
Yeah, Jake Busey played me.
I love
in my
how
wedding
are
videos.
these two girls the exact same person?
I think they are. That is some terrible Photoshop right there.
I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but he ain't Patrick Swayze. I'll tell you that much.
No,
right now.
he's
He was
the
in,
the asshole from That Thing You Do.
He's in Tom Hanks's That Thing You Do,
I never.
and stuff around that time.
Okay.
Also,
Well-
he's been lifting. Check out those arms, ladies.
So another
I
sequel.
think they put his head on someone else's body, possibly.
Another sequel that came out
It looks
was
like
Makes
Uh,
sense. It looks like it too. Yeah.
The Cutting Edge 2 going
Oh
for
my
gold.
god!
I didn't know this existed either, but it clearly did.
Toe pick.
Don't know any.
Remember the first one with Moira Kelly and DB Sweeney?
Hell
You guys
yeah.
remember?
And it
Well,
was
this-
great. I love that movie. I was
Well, this
actually
is,
I found out recently that Moira Kelly is a bit of a cunt. And so I was upset about that because I always thought she
Couldn't
was
tell from her
awesome.
acting.
Well, no. Well, you know what? Maybe it was typecasting.
She's pretty good at playing that role.
Yeah. But I do enjoy Moira Kelly. And so when I was like, what? Where did she go? And it's like,
So there was also a
And if
movie.
we actually commit to talking about sports movies soon, you might hear me talking about The Cutting Edge 2 on our favorite sports movies.
But
Or
who's
you
in The
might-
Cutting Edge 2?
Yeah, it's better than the first, man.
Really?
Yeah,
I like the first one.
The Cutting Edge 2. It's amazing. it's like The Godfather 2.
Oh, wow. Okay. Who's in it?
I don't know. Whoever these people are on this poster.
Okay, actors,
Well,
skaters.
There was also a movie called Bikini Bloodbath, which I did not know existed in 2006.
Who's in that?
I can't. If you can read that, Debbie Raccoon and Leah Freiberg.
Leah Ford?
Ford.
Wait, is this supposed to be a ripoff of the one with James Franco and all the young girls in bikinis?
Oh, you know what? I've never seen that one.
What was that one
called?
So this one is real.
Spring Breakers.
This is a real movie starring Steven Seagal called Mercy for Justice.
That does
Mercenary for Justice.
Oh, sorry. It's covering his belly. That's all I know. It's covering his belly. You know.
I'll watch this.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah, I'd watch it on. I'd watch it on
none of
Tubi.
these. But
You
that's
would
the
pay
thing.
for that
None
with
of
your
these.
time?
No, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was just gonna say, Kat. That's an excellent point. Is do I want to spend precious moments of my life watching a Steven Seagal movie? I've spent my time.
John, this is where we have to talk about what we want to do next year for our Halloween / Christmas mixer, because Tommy Chong put out a movie in 2006 called Evil Bong.
I've heard
and
of it.
I'm wondering if we want to talk about Evil Bong. I don't know.
Who plays the bong?
/ Christmas? Is it a Christmas movie as well?
I think it's a Christmas / horror movie. I don't know.
Who plays the bong?
Cheech.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I think I got a couple more of these.
All right.
Sorry. We're almost done with the ones
My
that are...
barometer for a Steven Seagal movie would be is
Oh,
better
yeah, this
than
one.
Under Siege.
Under Siege is amazing.
Yeah. If it's as
So,
good as that, I'll watch
I
it.
haven't seen Under Siege 2, but I'm looking forward to it.
Apparently in 2006 there was a lot of movies starring Paris Hilton. So this is one of them, I guess.
Oh, it's got Jay.
It's got Jay from it's got Jay.
I always know, but the thing is that I knew Jason Mewes was in this movie, and the only thing that stopped me from watching it was
With
Paris
David
Hilton.
Keith.
No, Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Like what a vacuum of charisma that woman is.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
She is in no way enticing, entertaining, or she is a lack of magnetism.
I'm willing to bet that you bringing that up is the first time anybody on the internet has talked about that movie in at least 15 years.
I you know what? And I'm happy to agree with you. I wanted to bring that up because it is so weird. And
who directed it though? Like I feel like Jason Mewes had something.
I think Jason Mewes directed it. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Jay.
Oh, you know a good movie? Oh, this was a fun. We haven't done any animated shit. This was a fun movie. This was a really fun movie. John, I
that
thought
was
you
really,
liked
really
this a lot.
cute.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
did. I even nominated the director on
Yeah.
my list as
I
best
love this
director.
movie.
I thought visually it was really inventive and fun. I started it recently, like this past Halloween, like a few minutes of it. And as soon as Steve Buscemi's animated character showed up, I was like, nope, got to turn this off. Because, you know, I was watching with James. I thought maybe he can handle this, but I was feeling scared by Steve Buscemi's character. I'm like, James has got to be scared. I don't need the nightmares later. So I'm going to give it another year before I show him this one. but I think it's a lot of fun. It's
I do
got
too,
those
man.
Goonies vibes, that Amblin vibe for sure.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Who
I
directed
agree.
it? Do you know?
Oh, dude,
Gil Tennant.
he's done a lot of shit.
He went on to do mediocre stuff like the Poltergeist remake.
Oh,
and
shit. Never mind.
some movie called like Children of the Underground Lights or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I was gonna say this isn't too scary, but I was 20 when I saw it. So-
Yeah. No.
Okay. Would you show it to your daughter?
Yeah, actually, I think she could handle it.
Yeah, like I'm curious about this movie. I have not seen it. But it is one of those like in the animated era of this time. It's like the Monster House. It is, I don't know, is it pre the Tom Hanks Christmas train movie?
Oh no, this is way after that. Yeah.
This is way after. And so it's kind of
2004 or something, I think, is Polar Express. So this is this is kind of the follow-up trying to get the humans to look a little more realistic.
Yeah.
And this is
still
this isn't one of those. This isn't this is an animated movie. It's not trying to make people look real.
But they did do mocap and all that.
I
jazz.
believe it's Zemeckis produced, and it's a follow-up to better the technology used to create Polar Express.
Right, but I just mean it's not. The people don't look like creepy humanoids like they did in the.
Well, but
people will still complain about their look, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, of course, but as opposed, like when you look at something like the Polar Express, they're trying to make them look like people. Like Tom Hanks plays a child in that film, and then this one, it is more stylized, and they do go with a little bit more artistic creativity. It's not as Uncanny Valley, but it is still in that era where it's like, don't see the movie. It's Uncanny Valley.
See, I didn't get that out of this movie. I got that it was an animated movie. It looked animated. The characters looked animated. I didn't get the weird, creepy vibes. But
I honestly just saw a review of this movie specifically the other day, and I was like, oh, I should give it a shot. So
it's a fun movie. It's a really fun movie,
especially at Halloween.
Watch it with their nieces on Halloween.
I will watch it with
It's a great Halloween movie with kids because it's not super scary, but it I mean it can be, but it's not.
I don't know, man. Like I was just watching the Monster Squad the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this is something I can show my nieces." And then all of a sudden, the Wolfman blows up.
Yeah, Monster Squad is way.
Yeah,
Monster Squad is way more hardcore.
I'm gonna wait a little bit on that one for James.
Yeah, don't show that to James, dude.
Don't show that to 7-year-olds. Is what I'm saying.
2006 had some other pretty good animation, in my opinion. A Scanner Darkly, which doesn't fit the normal.
Was that 2006?
Yeah.
Holy!
Which is
I got it on here, dude. I'm gonna bring it up. I got it on here. I love that movie. Yeah.
What a nightmare of a movie that is, and I mean that in a very complimentary way.
Oh, that was the beginning of Linklater doing these interesting. Well, no, he did. What was the one he did before this, John?
Is this the second animated one he did?
This is the second one. I like.
Oh
the first
yeah, it was
one
like
better.
a Waking Life.
Waking Life, I like better. Yeah.
Waking Life is really, really good.
Yeah, this is good too, though. Scanner Darkly.
Yeah, but this is also, I like this movie because it is like the movie itself is fearless. I'm a big Philip K. Dick fan, and I'm a fan of the Dick. And clip it a cappella. And but this is also this is like when Robert Downey Jr. was like, please pay me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he just after this, it was right after or right around the same time as shit.
This is right after he got fired from Ally McBeal.
Well, no, he did the Shane Black movie.
That was the year before.
Kiss Kiss.
Kiss Kiss. Yeah.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
But this movie is so good. The rotoscoping, the animation, and everyone who is in it. I think this movie is underseen. And even by myself, I think this movie is misunderstood. I don't think I get it.
I think I get
on my list. I just haven't seen it yet.
Waking Life is much more my style because I'm a firm believer in like astral projection.
Sure.
I know that make me seem weird, but I believe in the fact that lucid dreaming. Well, no, lucid dreaming, I do think it's real. I've experienced it.
Yeah, totally.
And that's what that whole movie's about. Scanner Darkly, it's a little bit more complex and out of, the realm of like, people just understanding from a day-to-day experience. Like, what the fuck? What are you trying to do?
Yeah,
but
But Scanner Darkly is about a drug addict who is a undercover cop who doesn't recognize the difference between what he's doing and what his trips are. Like it does get to a point.
It's like a fucking Hunter S. Thompson shit or something.
It is very Hunter S. Thompson. And let's not forget, like Philip K. Dick was kind of schizophrenic. And so he, like, the whole thing does just spiral into madness. And then at the end, I don't even know how that movie ends.
I don't either.
But it's great. You should see it.
Oh, I've seen it
back. Tell me how it ends.
Well, you know what? This is something I would review blindly.
Wow. Yeah. I have to watch it again.
Or as Owen Wilson would say, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ben, an anime movie you probably don't have a slide for, but maybe you do. It's one that I've seen more times than probably any other Disney movie just because James fell in love with it early on. And that's Cars, the very first Cars movie.
I don't have one for that.
No, probably not.
Cars was much later than that, but okay.
But who drives the
I find it actually very entertaining.
Who made
I just thought I thought it was later than 2000.
Sentient beings.
Who does the oil changes?
But the best animated movie of the year starred
Changes are like going to the doctor, Scott.
What?
Happy
Are there
Feet.
Cars?
Oh, Happy Feet. That was
George Miller.
Directed by George Miller.
That
So,
was our wonderful George Miller.
George Miller was a best director nominee as well on my list for directing.
Hang on just one second. Guys. I hate to interrupt. Kat?
Yeah.
I would like to invite you for Jill and my review of the movie Cars.
What's that?
I don't know when it's going to happen, but we're going to talk about the logic of Cars.
Of the sentient life forms of cars and
I
how
don't
they
know.
work biologically.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be about it's Transformers that cannot
let
transform.
John continue, please?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay,
I'm
Ben.
sorry.
I think that's actually a funny discussion. To have.
No, I've been to Cars Land at
I was
downtown.
just there 2 days ago.
Yeah,
That's called traffic.
It definitely was traffic. It was a 2-hour wait to ride that damn ride, but it's pretty cool what the Cars Land that they built. It is straight out of the movie. But yeah,
in my mind, I got.
Did any of you guys see Happy Feet? I think Happy Feet is one that is really interesting because
I love Happy Feet.
I just
the way
mixed
that
it
they
up in
use
my
music-
mind with March of the Penguins.
I feel like it's a lot like Moulin Rouge in the way that it uses music. It uses popular music, but it uses it really well to tell its own story along the way. But it's the lyrics straight from these popular songs that we know, jukebox musical or whatever you could say.
Isn't there some Katy Perry in there?
No, I think this is before she was popular.
Okay.
It's more like Queen and
Oh,
Elton John and stuff like that. I want to say.
Well, and
there's some
what
hip hop.
are-
There's some hip hop
what's-
type stuff in there as well. But
who's the voice talent? Isn't
well, like
is it
Elijah
Robin
Wood is the
Williams?
main little
Elijah
penguin.
Wood is the penguin.
Robin Williams is a big part of it, as like multiple different penguins.
That's
Nicole
super.
Kidman, Hugh Jackman are like the parents.
Australians.
Yeah, well, it's George Miller. It's an Australian production.
Yeah. No, I'm not mad.
And
No, it sounds awesome. I've never seen it.
You're not mad, Scott.
It there are parts of this movie that feel like it's directed by Stanley Kubrick. That's why it really stands out to me as a very interesting. It's not your normal kids animated movie. There are parts that
Right.
really are aimed at adults, and when it needs to be, it can be really exciting.
Well, it's like
I'm gonna watch this movie again. I don't.
Yeah, well, I
know if
want to
I've
see
seen
it for the
Kubrick.
first time.
I need to
But
see
it's
it.
like it.
It came out around the same time as March of the Penguins, the documentary that was
I
such a
fucking
huge,
love that. With yeah,
and seeing that reality of them, their struggle and them standing in the elements or whatever to protect their eggs, like that's the story of that documentary. Well, they fold that completely into this story as well. It's a big part of the story. And the visuals you get along with that are like just as good as seeing it for real, being really in the Antarctic.
Well, and I do want to ask you because I know that you happen to be an aficionado of film, and so have you ever seen Rango?
Oh, I love that
Rango.
movie, man.
Also on my best picture list of
That's one of my
2011.
favorite animated movies ever. Yeah, I love
And so, would you compare Happy Feet to Rango?
I'd say Rango goes even more adult, like more aimed at the story they tell is not fully understood by children, better understood by adults, I would say.
Yeah,
in Rango.
But Happy Feet more is.
But Happy Feet
accommodating?
has elements of that. Yes, I would say that's comparable in terms of.
Well, like adult filmmakers
It looks
making
like a kid's
adult
film, but it
movies.
actually plays
and
more for
then,
an adult.
yeah. Anyway. So anyway, I'm gonna buy it. I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
get
no,
the
it's
Blu-ray.
a great watch.
Super.
You know, I want to see the Kubrick in Happy Feet. I really want to. I'm gonna rewatch it.
All right, I can lend it to you if you need to, or it's probably on one of the streaming services.
How close are you guys?
I
Can you
really-
actually just drop off a DVD or a Blu-ray
Yeah.
to Ben?
Yeah, we live a few blocks away.
I need a passport. I need a passport. It's unfair.
Yeah, John wanted to see a movie, and I put it in his mailbox, and I texted.
You need a passport.
Well, I
to
got
do
two movies that Ben had borrowed from me 5 years ago,
like 10 years ago.
just a few weeks ago, or last week, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll be back in a
They're
second. I'm having
building.
a
They're
smoke.
building the shuttle bay to the Enterprise and Ticonderoga.
Oh my God,
yeah.
Ticonderoga from fucking from Starship Troopers.
I love you, Alex Rogan.
Let's
Is that
see
the
what-
name? Is that the name of the guy from Last Starfighter? It's Alex something.
Oh, what about this one? 2006.
Okay, the Seven Rings of the Gulag. I have no idea.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good one, right? Tokyo Drift.
I think it's one of the better Fast and Furious movies. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if it weren't for how
not as
bad
bad
the
as
lead
Certification.
actor is, maybe it'd be a better movie. But
What number is this one?
the third
It's
one,
it's part 3, but it actually takes place in the timeline after part 6. I
5
think.
and 6, yeah.
Cat, you're
Yeah.
not a fan of Lucas Black? Is that who you would like to replace?
Yeah, whoever the dumb kid, the lead character, the American kid who goes to move
Sling Blade, the kid from
Yeah, the
Sling
Sling Blade kid.
Is that the Sling Blade kid?
Blade. Come on, man!
Oh,
Once you go
man.
Lucas Black, you never go back.
I didn't care for him. I don't understand. It's like you have Han and those better characters there. Why don't you just? It's called Tokyo Drift. Why isn't this a Japanese story? Like, why is this kid here?
Well, Han is the reason why they made this kind of, because this movie was not supposed to be. It was supposed to be a one-off.
Yeah.
But people loved Han so much that they're like, "Fuck, we need to work this guy into the story."
That's
So I
what
guess,
mean.
we'll-
He's a great character in this movie.
yeah, he's a great character, and he was a good actor, and he's got charisma, and he's really funny and
Driving
interesting.
sequences are really good.
Yeah, so they didn't give a fuck about the lead character of this movie. They're just like, we want Han in the Fast and Furious franchise. So yeah, so they had to like kind of restructure the whole timeline of the movies just to keep this guy in it, and then kill him and then bring him back.
Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
Oh, beautiful. I love that movie. Not 2000.
Does anybody know what movie Eddie Murphy was in 2006?
The Golden Child.
He was trying to win a Golden Child.
Dream Girls.
Yes, this was his
shit.
Oscar year.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant 86. Yeah. My bad.
What is Dream Girls about?
86, he was in The Golden Child. Yeah, in 2006. Wasn't he? Didn't he like walk out of the Oscars or something?
That's what the story is. That as soon as he lost, he left.
He probably just didn't want to be around all those dickheads, you know. I just don't think
because supporting actors the first Oscar they give out in the night, and it's like it's gonna be a 4-hour show. So once he lost, it's like, okay, got no reason to be.
Yeah,
there.
I think he's just one of those guys that doesn't care about being there with all these fucking people.
Well, it's kind of like when we go to the Christmas pageant to see your kid sing, and you know, if your kid's in the 2nd grade, you're not going to stay through to the 5th.
Yeah, and in answer to Jill's question, the movie's like a fictionalized version of what is it, the Supremes, or I'm trying to remember because he plays like the producer or something.
I think it's supposed to be the Supremes or something like that.
Yeah, he's like
that makes sense.
Yeah, the band's producer, and that's a movie with Jennifer Hudson that kind of took her career.
I believe she won Best Supporting
She did.
Actress or something.
Yeah, she did.
Thank you.
It's a good movie.
Not on my list.
Yeah, I just reviewed a movie that launched the careers of Disco and Blackula, started the careers of the Hughes Corporation, and they made Rock the Boat. So, music movies. It's not, of course, Blackula is not just a music movie. It just happened to be.
Yeah.
Oh, did
Ben must have
Ben
taken
leave?
off.
Oh, John Lithgow is in this. What does he do in this movie?
In what, Tokyo Drift?
No, I'm still looking at Dreamgirls.
Oh, you're
John
still looking at
Lithgow's in it for some reason. I'll close the tab then.
No, it's fine. It's been a long time since I've seen it, and
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not that I'm not that invested. I was just looking for something to say.
Yeah, he's.
Well, yeah, I was looking over my list, and I remember how this year didn't really feel strong. And like action movies, I'm always looking for a good action movie, and I just felt like it was such a weak year when it came to that kind of genre pick. Even though Casino Royale came out that year, which is a really good one, but
that's a great one
of like traditional genre action movie. But then like other ones I was picking on my list was like V for Vendetta, which is a kind of a non-traditional, barely even an action movie.
That's awesome though. It's
a cool movie, but it's not Die Hard or Terminator or that, traditional just kick-ass
unless
action.
you like fireworks.
Yeah, I guess so.
I heard this was the best one.
V for Vendetta?
No,
the
Tokyo
Fast and
Drift.
Furious.
Oh, we're back to that.
Well, I just stepped back in.
Just the picture.
Well, don't just hijack the conversation, Scott.
Uh,
Find out
you
what
know
we're
me.
talking about if you're gonna drop in and out at random intervals.
I'm like Donnie from The Big Lebowski.
Yeah, no shit.
Have you
But
guys
another
ever
one that
had,
made the action list for me was part of the reason why I finally felt like this year came around and became a strong year, because towards the end of the year, I think it might have even been December, we finally got Children of Men.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that shit is.
That's cinema. That's why I
Yes.
waited all year for some fucking cinema to show up on the screen. I was watching
Yeah.
average fucking movies, but not blow your mind cinema, and finally something as good as Children of Men came out.
But that was so dour.
Yeah.
Like that movie is,
It
I
is.
think, like it's regarded. It's well regarded.
Yeah, you don't
Like-
revisit it very often, but it still deserves its place. And
It does. It does. And no argument. But when I watch that movie, it's like, am I in a good mood? Yes. Would I like to change that?
yes.
I got the thumbnail for Children of Men.
There it
is. That's somebody's kid.
I actually have John. It was actually on my list, and it was in one of my files, but it's a file that I
Got
can't.
relabeled Crank.
No, it's
This 2006 Crank?
This was also 2006, but
That was a
Children
fucking wild
of Men.
actor.
I remember seeing Children of Men in the theater, dude, and like that. It was that, because everyone's like, "Oh, this he did Prisoner of Azkaban, whatever," and just that long shots in this movie. I mean, the whole movie was pretty great, even though it's sad and dour and kind of depressing. But there was like those moments in like the caravan with the what was it, like the ping pong ball game and stuff like that. But it was really when you get to that one take shot where you're just like, fuck, like, and Clive Owen was so fucking good in this movie. Holy shit. Yeah, I loved this movie. Not Crank, but
Yeah, we're talking about Children of Men.
Okay, but before we get on, my dad saw the first Crank movie and he was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Crank 2 is actually better.
And then he saw Crank 2 and he was like, this is the worst thing
And
I've
Crank
ever
2
seen in my entire
is
life.
scored by Mike Patton.
Well, Crank 2 has
Yeah,
John
he did the score
Delancey.
for Crank 2.
Crank
They
2
wanted
has
his
John
manic,
Delancey,
crazy
and
energy.
so any
Ooh.
movie with John Delancey is 10 out of 10.
Well, I wouldn't go
So-
so
Is
far
it-
that so far. I
And
I do
Rocks the Cradle, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, but Star Trek Picard season 2. I know it's not a movie, but
Taking
that's
Care
awful.
of Business, 10 out of 10. You guys you've never seen Taking Care of Business?
Oh, I love Taking Care of Business with Jim
All right,
Belushi and
Yeah,
Charles
yeah, yeah.
Grodin.
it's
Yeah, I
good.
love that movie.
Well, so
Anyway.
what was everyone's favorite movie of 2006?
Clerks 2.
All of my favorites have been mentioned so far on the show.
Letters from Iwo Jima.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. That's good.
That was a good one.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Scotty, you said Clerks? Clerks 2?
Clerks 2. Clerks 2 not only defined my sense of humor, unfortunately, but it also, that was the first time that I ever felt nostalgia watching a movie. And I was like, I
Yeah.
remember Clerks.
I agree with that feeling. I had that same feeling. Yeah.
So Clerks 2 is like hanging out with friends. And Clerks 3 is
Oh God. Yeah.
is
Oh,
what is
guys.
watching one of my friends die. And two of my friends die. And so yeah, no, I love Clerks 2. Clerks 2 happened for me at the perfect moment. And I loved it very, very much. And I still do. It still lives in my heart. In fact, I remember going and seeing the movie, and one of the posters for Clerks 2 is Randall defiantly with arms crossed, staring at the person who's looking at the poster, and it's like, with no power comes no responsibility. And it's
Yeah.
not an
I remember that too.
apology. It's like, it's defiance. And I was like, I will give you any amount of money to have this.
And you know that was Kevin Smith that made up that like tagline for that.
Of
poster.
course, of
Yeah,
course.
Yeah, because it was right after the huge boom of like the Lord of the Rings. So like, and Spider-Man. So with no power comes no responsibility. I thought that was fucking great. I do remember that. Yeah.
And so I love it. I love it. It's sadly somewhat of a mission statement in my life. Randall Graves for president.
Black Snake Moan for me. My favorite movie of 2006. Yeah.
I thought I wasn't going to find one, but I found it. I still
great.
need to review Idiocracy.
Oh, that movie is so fucking funny, Jill. You will die.
Yeah, I have died, and I will watch it again. And I got better, and I'll watch it again and die again but it was a warning when I first saw it, and now it's reality.
Oh,
So
it really is. It's amazing how that film was just made by a bunch of stoners, and like it's so real. You know, like yeah, I agree completely. But yeah, Black Snake Moan for me, favorite movie. Craig Brewer movie. He made Hustle and Flow before that, and then didn't do a lot, and then did one of my favorite movies of this year, which was Song Sung Blue. Black Snake Moan is just haunting, beautiful, wonderful. Christina Ricci at her best. Samuel L. Jackson at probably his all-time best in that movie as kind of like a down on his luck blues singer. I love that movie so much.
I knew a lady, and for Halloween she dressed up, chain and all.
Oh no, like Christina Ricci?
Yeah.
With the chain around the waist, and
she did herself a black eye and all that.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I was, it was, but I was just like, it was a friend of mine's girlfriend.
I'm guessing people didn't even know
I'm not allowed to be attracted to you.
I'm guessing people didn't even know what that was, because a lot of people don't even know about the movie.
Yeah, no, she just looked like a beat up woman with a chain.
Yeah, I love that film though. Love it so much.
Anyway, Megan, wherever you are, you're very pretty.
Even if you knew about the movie, I have a feeling people would still just think that's a beat up woman with a chain.
Yeah. She's half naked. Yeah. Where's her pimp or whatever. Yeah.
You know what? Her boyfriend was dressed up like Ace Ventura.
I just saw the first one in that series for the first time the other day, and it was so bad.
Which one?
The first Ace Ventura.
How dare you? How
dare
you
didn't like that?
What? That movie's hilarious.
No, not the first
hilarious.
one. I can't remember if I've seen the other ones.
Okay,
I felt bad.
I was a child when I saw these movies, and so I'm gonna try to keep that in mind.
Kat, what
Watched
about
it
stuff
later.
like Dumb and Dumber, Liar Liar, like the typical Jim Carrey roles that made him famous?
I like Dumb and Dumber and Liar Liar. Like Ace Ventura just felt like a different degree of idiocy.
Ace Ventura is better than Dumb and
But
Dumber.
it's
He's
still
at
just
least
Jim Carrey's buffoonery. It's what made him famous.
I know it's what made him
Dumb
famous.
and Dumber
That- the whole
is
script of that one. I just didn't.
Dumb and Dumber is
That
one
one
of the
hasn't
funniest.
aged well either. There's a lot of cringe humor in Ace Ventura.
There is.
Dumb and Dumber is one of the
sounds
funniest
like-
movies ever made. Dumb and Dumber.
Cat sounds like Tommy Lee Jones.
But Ace Ventura,
I cannot
it's like
condone your buffoonery.
David Attenborough
continue the
without
foolery.
the education. It's amazing.
Yeah, no. And the thing is that with Ace Ventura, and I'm sorry about getting away from the topic, but the thing is that I watched that movie and I was like, I am not going to like this. This is stupid. I don't like this. And then I started laughing.
Scotty, do you think it would be better if Lloyd Christmas was played by
Gregory Hines?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or John Hamm.
I don't know. John Hamm was probably a fucking child at that point.
No, it was fine.
And the first
old.
Ace Ventura has a Star Trek reference in it somewhere.
I don't know, man. The first Ace Ventura movie, I get it. There's some cringe shit in there, and it's still, to me, it's just like fucking hilarious. But I do think Dumb and Dumber is way funnier.
I think
Dumb and Dumber is peak, like Jim Carrey, like what do they call it? Not the Duffer Brothers, whatever the fuck they're called. The
Farrelly
Brothers.
The Farrelly brother. To me, that's peak. Even though Kingpin's also one of the funniest movies ever made. But
we don't have a cow. We have a bull.
You have a bull.
I'm gonna go brush my teeth. No, but like, and I understand, because when I went in to go see Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber, all of those, I was like, I'm a man of taste. I enjoy wit, and I prefer a turn of phrase, and I will not abide these fart jokes. I don't care if there is cum in a woman's hair. I will not laugh because I am above this. And then I went and saw the movie, and I was just like, that's fucking funny.
That attitude, you were definitely a teenager.
Yeah.
I was
But
8.
you know,
I
when
didn't
you're
care.
trying to be, I was a teenager, and I was trying to be snotty. I was trying to be clever, as I always am.
Oh, yeah.
And
Something
when
about
when I was confronted with it, it was like, it doesn't matter what I'm thinking. This shit is funny.
Something About Mary is, to me, top 3 funniest movies ever made. And I don't care if anybody agrees with that. John knows, because we already did like a top comedy R-rated thing or whatever, and that was my number 1. Like,
That movie is the first non-horror R-rated movie my mom watched that I watched with my mom.
You know, in Canada, it's called something a boot Mary.
I did have
Thanks.
poutine the other day.
Thanks,
by the way.
John. Yeah, I saw you had the Putin.
Jill, did we get your favorite movie of 2006?
Yeah, I said Idiocracy.
Oh, that was your
Because-
favorite. Oh, okay.
Oh, dude, that movie's
I thought
hilarious.
that was
man.
one you were saying you needed to add to your list that you hadn't seen.
No, I've seen it lots of times, and yeah, Gatorade. It has electrolytes.
That's what plants crave.
That's another one of those movies that I wanted to put a clip up, but I couldn't because it just like all the funny clips just got taken down immediately. Like you
Welcome to
talk like a
Costco.
fag and
I
your
love
shit's all
you.
retarded. It's like
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I know what it was. I said I need to review it, not that I need to see
Yes.
it. I need to
Well,
be on
you-
my channel.
I need to see it
That's
too.
it.
Heavens.
So I looked at your chart. Yeah, you talk like a fag. Your shit's all
See, Jill, you can say fag on a live stream. No,
I just can't play it on a live
I don't
stream.
want
Yeah.
to. Okay.
Well, I don't want to say it either. I'm just it's part of the
You
movie.
did. Whatever.
Not
Well, it's part of the
today.
movie.
Well,
We were watching a movie today that said the bundle of sticks very many times.
All right, you
yeah, we
crazy
decided not to
clown.
go crazy with it.
Let's end this. Let's end this bad boy. It's time to go. Unless you guys want to stay.
I don't know.
Anybody want to stay?
If you wanted
Or
to
leave?
stay and hang out afterwards, sure.
Yeah.
Does it? Okay, I got a question for everybody.
Yeah.
Anybody have any interest in the Oscars on Sunday, or
Yes.
interest in who's gonna win?
I just want
No.
Sinners to win everything because
Well,
I don't give
that's-
a fuck.
It possibly could. It's got every
I
nomination possible.
No,
watched
I
Lucky
actually
Day.
like Marty Supreme better, but I don't think that's going to win anything after Chalamet opening his mouth and being a shithead. You know,
Whatever. But see,
no,
the
I,
thing
I,
is,
I actually
they closed
Marty
off the
Supreme
voting
is my second favorite movie of the year. I love Marty Supreme, but
Yeah,
like,
I just
I really like One Battle After Another. I think it's awesome.
I hate that movie, but
It'll
I
probably
wish,
win all the things, Scott.
I wish
Don't
Life of
worry.
Chuck would win, but it's not up for any.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Well, you know, I am gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm hoping that we do some sort of live stream over in the Phantasmagorium or wherever.
I'll join you guys for that. I'm not gonna have it.
But the thing is that like I'm just watching for Conan.
Yeah, I love Conan, man. He's the fuck.
I wouldn't mind seeing Delroy Lindo win if he could.
John. But since you asked the question, John, like what about you? What?
Well, that's what I was saying. I think if Delroy Lindo could pull off the Best Supporting Actor,
that's what I want the most.
I'd be pretty happy and excited to see that happen.
Yeah. I want him
not
to
because
win.
I think his performance truly was the best.
No, but he's been so great.
More of the career award at that stage.
Yes.
I'm cool with that.
Remember,
It's
he
kinda
was
like
he was
that.
in
Do
that,
you-
Honorary
did you
Oscars
like?
before.
Sorry, John, wasn't he in that Spike Lee movie, the Vietnam movie?
Yeah, that was another one where like he really should have been nominated. He didn't
Yeah,
get it.
he got kind of shit canned on that
But then
one. So,
even
yeah.
stuff that's non-dramatic, like Get Shorty and stuff, that you just think about how great he is. He's one of those guys that has never given a bad performance, and so
right,
give him the award, honor him.
That's why I feel that you should only, when it comes to just giving somebody an award, that's what an honorary Oscar's for.
No,
Like,
I agree with that.
No, I
but
get you. I
don't-
get you. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
of
Did you
the-
think the Oscars
honestly,
were
Sean
fair
Penn
and
probably
balanced?
deserves it of the ones that are nominated. Like if I was looking at their
right,
performances,
Scotty?
Sean Penn's probably the best performance of the ones nominated that I've seen.
That's insane.
Oh, I disagree. I think Sean Penn was awful in that movie. But
Yeah, but you hate that.
Becomes a
I
completely
would-
different character. They're
Yeah.
completely weird. Different
But I
person.
also really like the guy playing Frankenstein. I thought it was a pretty transformative role.
I don't like that. I don't like that movie very much. But
Me either. I don't like any of the movies this year. All these
no,
movies
I don't
suck.
like the Frankenstein movie, but I would give it to that guy.
Oh,
more so than Spicoli. And in my
Well, I
opinion.
wanted
but
Delroy
that's
Lindo to
why.
get it, but again,
That's
it's not
why.
because his performance
All right,
is-
one at a time, guys. One at a time.
Does Sean Penn have an Oscar?
He has two.
He
This
has
will
a
be his
couple.
third if he wins.
He's got
Dude, he won for
two.
dude. He's one of the rare guys that got an Oscar for playing full retard, as they call it.
No.
He
No,
he
he
didn't get an Oscar.
Ryan
No, he
Sam?
did not get an
He was
Oscar for I
nominated
Am
for
Oh,
Sam.
I Am Sam,
Oh,
but
he didn't win
that.
for I Am Sam. Okay, my bad.
He
sorry.
won for the
Well, I know he won for
Mystic
Dead Man
River?
Walking or
Mystic
something.
River and Milk.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought he won for Dead Man Walking. He didn't
No,
win for that.
nominated but not one. Mystic River and Milk.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he
And
did
he's
not
the front
deserve
runner
it.
to win right now.
Yeah, he's
He
pretty much
did
been winning it at
not
every award
deserve
show.
it
So he
from-
probably won.
well, and out of those three performances, I do think that Lockjaw is his best performance.
I would agree, but he did not deserve it for Mystic River. That should have gone to Bill Murray, in my opinion.
Well, no, he
yeah,
just
everybody
showed
knows that, yeah.
he showed exceptional sadness in a great way.
That's my daughter.
But that's
Yeah,
the thing. That's
that's
the
why.
only scene people think about of him in that movie. Nobody cares
Yeah,
about him. In the
yeah,
rest of
I
the movie.
know, I know.
I
I'm
think
just
he's
saying.
I think he's been deserving of many nominations. Not sure which ones are the wins in my book. I'd have to look at my list. I
But
don't
yeah,
think I've ever given
Dude, he
him a-
should have won for Spicoli. I mean, we
or
all.
I may have given him the win for Mystic River. I could look that up.
I would have given him the win for I Am Sam because
I'm in the same
Yeah,
boat as John. I wasn't really super jazzed with any of the movies that are on the top nominees. I mean, some of them were good and I liked them, but they weren't like, I don't think Oscars, oh yeah, this is the best, or like, you know, that kind of thing.
That I'm so glad I didn't watch anything from the past year.
Scotty.
Except for
Scotty.
except for the other night, my daughter wanted to watch K-pop Demon Hunters for the longest time.
Oh god.
And it was really
Well,
cute.
isn't that
I
up?
mean,
That's up for
it was
best
fine.
animated picture. isn't it?
That's
Oh,
supposed
those
to
are
be
good
the front
movies
runner
worth
to win
watching,
best
Jill.
animated and best song.
And
Scotty,
that's you know what? And
Scotty,
K-pop
the-
Demon Hummer.
Demon Hummer. You're watching a different channel, buddy.
yeah, you gotta lay off of the OnlyFans.
There's
Scotty,
good
the-
movies
the-
worth watching last year, Joe.
Scotty, his best
I'm
performance.
sure.
Scotty,
But
his
just not
best
the ones that are
performance
being
was
nominated.
in a movie called The Sweet and Lowdown. I don't know if you guys ever saw that.
I've heard of The Sweet and Lowdown.
Sweet and Low Down is amazing. He's so
Who's in
fucking
it?
good at- No, it's Sean Penn. Like he's
Well, it's,
so
it's him
fucking
and
good at that
Samantha
movie.
Morton. It was like her
Yeah.
breakout
Ooh.
performance.
I
It's
fucking
a
love his performance in that
Woody
movie.
Allen movie. It's good.
Yeah.
So, Kat, what
Yeah.
are the top 3 movies I should watch from last year?
Ooh, that'll be fun. So
From
okay,
last
what
year?
we actually got from this
Oh,
past
from last
year.
year, you got
Let Cat go. Let Cat go, and then
Okay.
Yeah.
Marty Supreme was a very good movie. That's worth watching. I really liked The Long Walk because David Johansen and David Johnson and Cooper Hoffman were excellent in that. They're
Stephen
definitely, I
King?
think, gonna have great careers.
Yes.
Hmm?
Stephen King.
thing.
Yeah, it was one of the Stephen. Yeah, there were like a lot of Stephen King adaptations last year. Life of Chuck is one of the best of last year, I'd say.
Right. I'm
That
supposed to see
got completely forgotten by everybody. Maybe I think that's just they put it out in June, which was an odd year to put that in. Warfare, I really dug a lot. That was quite good. I'm surprised it didn't get a Best Sound nomination because even in a regular
in
theater without the
Warfare?
Dolby Atmos, it's what?
Who's in it?
a bunch of young actors.
A bunch of young actors, some newcomers. Phoenician Scheme was really fun. It's a Wes Anderson movie. I dug that.
I saw that.
That was kind of polarizing for some people, but I thought it was quite good. But those
If you
I
like
thought it
Wes
was
Anderson,
great.
It's a good Wes Anderson one.
yeah, it's a good Wes
You know what?
Anderson
I
one.
will follow Benicio del Toro anywhere.
And then I also really liked Black Bag, the Soderbergh film from March. Little tight 90-minute espionage movie that was probably one of David Kep's best scripts in many years. And it's
He's
like
really good at those.
yeah.
Remember
and-
Haywire?
Okay, thank you.
So Soderbergh put out Black Bag and The Presence or whatever that was. The
Presence, yeah.
Is that what it was called? The one that, like the ghost story told
Yeah.
from the ghost perspective.
Yeah, they got released in February, and then Black
He did
Bag
both
in March.
those movies last year. That's interesting. I remember when he said he was retiring, like 5 different times he'd claim he's retiring, and now he puts out 2 movies in a year.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, no, he can't.
Maybe he
give it
just said that because he wanted people to stop offering him junk.
up. Possibly.
You know, my favorite thing about Steven Soderbergh is that he's married to Jules Asner, quite possibly one of the most beautiful women in the history of ever. And so I feel like whenever he makes a movie, he's like, I'll be back in a minute, Jules. And then he leaves. And then he comes back and he's like, oh, right. I'm married to Jules Asner. This is the best life ever.
That's about right.
What a great story.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what she looks like, but I believe
You don't know who Jules Asner is? She
No,
was
I don't
on
know
like,
either.
oh,
But I
I
was
don't know who
picturing
she is
Jewel
either.
while
Who
you were
is she?
talking.
she was on E. Like not the drug, the channel.
Yeah, I presumed that, but what did she do on the channel?
She was one of the presenters. She was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Jules Asner is a gorgeous, gorgeous woman.
Is that your only barometer for why we should know this person because she's beautiful?
Well, that's why I hang out with you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Jill, I could barely give you 3 movies to recommend from last year. That's how I
Hey,
feel.
Kat
about
gave me 6.
No, I know. I love recommending movies. I love giving, my favorites, but it's a year that I don't even like. I could tell you my 3 favorites, but they all come with lots of flaws where I'm like, I don't even really enjoy watching.
I'm
these
gonna go.
movies. I just
I'm gonna
rewatched
go-
my favorite movie 2 nights ago for the first time. The movie I gave the best picture for the year. I finally rewatched it for a second time, and it was not very good. It was like, okay, great. I have no movies this
what was
year that
that?
I can actually say deserve to be called Best Picture. That
And what
movie
was
was F1.
Okay, I thought so. I remembered you
Oh,
saying you
wow.
liked that. That kind of bugged me when I first saw it.
Cat.
It's still good, but it's so standard. At the end of
It
the
is.
day, it doesn't do anything really that. It never was groundbreaking. I never thought that. I just came out of this year being like, well, that was the the only one that was like entertaining from start to finish and didn't seem to have too many flaws. Upon rewatch, it's just so standard that I'm like, really? This is what I'm calling Best Picture? I can barely feel. I don't feel it. It just feels substandard to a Best Picture.
I thought it got bogged down in cliche and cheese.
Yeah, it does.
And I thought it had, frankly, I thought it had a bloated runtime. It felt too long.
How long?
Yeah, it probably does that too. But for what we got,
how
this
long
year,
is it?
2 hours, 35, 38 minutes or something like that.
That's too much. That's too much. But same as an F1 race. And so, yeah, no, I still haven't seen it.
Right, but the thing is, when you're watching,
Cat, we were supposed to review it like 11 days ago.
Well, I did it because you just bailed on the whole channel.
Yeah, because I haven't seen it.
It's entertaining because you got Brad Pitt, you got Javier Bardem. They're very charismatic. There's witty dialogue at times. There are moments in it where you can kind of get into the race where, for a layman, they're making it seem interesting and giving you a little bit of a peek inside of what it's like to the strategy behind F1 racing. I like some of that. I mean, that's like with any sports movie, you want to be kind of let behind the curtain of why I should be interested in the strategy behind this particular sport. Yeah. See what the coach is thinking, see what the players are thinking, and how they're working together. There's elements that in the movie that I find entertaining, but
needs more Robert Duvall.
Numbers at the end of the day. It's nothing new, and it ends the way you expect it to end. You know, you can guess every moment of the movie as it plays out.
Yeah. That's true.
All right, then I will not buy that on Blu-ray.
No, it's still the best movie of the year in my opinion. It's just shows how
I'll stream it or piracy or whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, Scotty, you ever heard you can rent things without having to actually commit to buying them right out of the gate?
John, would you agree with this?
Shut up, Steelbook.
It does feel like it feels very Top Gun Maverick with the score. And it almost feels like it takes place in that same world, like just based off.
Well, I mean, you got the same director and probably a ton of the same creative team, but Top Gun Maverick still felt like, if at the end of the day it was in my top 5, and at the end of the day, if I have to go with that as what I would call quality of a Best Picture film, it's almost more accepting to go there with Top Gun Maverick than
for sure, yeah. F1's not nearly as good as Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah,
John,
but they're different. They're different.
John, I have to ask you on an either or, which movie is better, F1 or Tron Legacy?
Ooh.
Oh, so okay, not the new Tron that came out this year.
No, not Tron Ares.
I love Tron Legacy. Yeah.
Damn. I mean, if I'm gonna just go with as movies, F1 is the better movie. F1 has a better script. F1 has better performances.
Okay.
F1 has probably better craft. I mean, you are talking
better
about the
soundtrack.
Craft.
No, but better soundtrack.
No, Tron Legacy is one of the greatest soundtracks ever, and the visuals brought by the same director. It's part of the reason why I've now become very excited for this director. I nominated him for Tron Legacy back in 2011 or whenever that was, and now he's a director that gets back-to-back Best Picture nominations by the Academy. So I always like that I nominate people like I was bringing up earlier. James McAvoy has a nomination on my list, but not by the Academy. So I like feeling like I've recognized talent before the Academy does. Now, someday maybe James McAvoy will have one. He doesn't yet, but like I kind of recognized Kaczynski's talent long before the Academy, that now is like, oh yeah, let's nominate every movie he puts out as a Best Picture nominee. So,
no, and
Tron Legacy is strong in the department of direction and visuals, in my opinion, and the score is an all-timer. But it's weak in its story and characters and dialogue and some of the stuff that you really want to pay attention to. So Tron is fun to just put on and fast forward to the cool visuals, action scenes, and music moments. But F1 would still be the better movie at the end of the day.
Okay. No, but I wasn't asking on a dare. I was asking It's like, I really like Tron Legacy, and so is F1
I do.
better? And if
favorable
you're
with
saying
both.
it is, then it's worth a look. It's worth a look. I have not yet seen it.
Now I have a question. I still want to see Frankenstein. Is that worth it?
Frankenstein was, when I started it, I was like, oh, good. Another movie that potentially should be in my top 5. And by the time I finished it, I was bored with it. And like, I've seen all this before. It's too beholden to versions of Frankenstein that we already know.
Oh, wow.
Even though there's things that it does that makes it its own version, more in the Guillermo del Toro look of things. But the story itself and the kind of story beats were just too familiar to, by the end of the film, to have me being like, oh yeah, I should call this Best Picture. It's got the look of a Best Picture, but I wasn't with it by the end of the story.
Did you see Companion?
I wasn't a fan of that either. I thought it was kind of stupid. I didn't like any of the character decisions. I hated it.
If you haven't seen any of the trailers for that, because the second trailer kind of spoils the surprises, then it can be a fun movie on a first watch.
It was spoiled for me before I saw it.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
I've never seen
It's
any.
one of those movies that only works the first time you watch it, and only if you don't know what's happening. I saw it a second time, and it wasn't as good.
Oh, that's too bad. Really?
And John,
it's a fun movie to watch for the first time, but you know.
Did you see The Bride?
No, not yet.
I did,
Okay.
unfortunately.
I'm hearing it's crazy bad, but
It's
bad. Not crazy bad. It is so good until it pushes you off of the ledge.
Scott, you gave it 2 stars out of 5. That seems
I
pretty bad.
know, because you know what?
When I give 2 stars out of 5, I'm upset.
I should probably give it 3 out of 5, but the reason I give it 2 out of 5 is because I loved it, and then it just started to suck.
It's a movie where you have multiple characters in different movies. Too many ideas that are going on, and it's like, if you're going to start a movie with a frame story, it says, oh, you think you know the real story, and it's not, and the real story is Frankenstein, one of the greatest novels ever written, then you best have a damn good story to tell. And it's like,
and it
I don't think really told any story here. It's just, okay, he creates a wife
in the
and
third
they
act.
go on the run.
She changed the story, and I was like, "What do we? Where? Why? What
Yeah,
do
it's
we?
just like there was
Why did
barely
we?
any
Why
real
did we
story.
turn
It's just-
left?"
There's just
And
barely
so
any story.
I really liked the movie until the third act, when it decided to be a different movie.
It decided to be a different movie long before the third act.
the short
I'm
synopsis,
still going to see it again.
the short synopsis I had heard back in the day of it being kind of a Bonnie and Clyde story with Frankenstein and the Bride. I don't know exactly what time period it was, but it was like modernized a bit more than you know, a traditional Frankenstein time period. So those elements had me intrigued, where I was like,
yeah,
I want to check this out. And then I didn't get a chance to see it on opening weekend, and by then the talk was already out that it was not really worth seeing in the theater. So I'll still probably give it a watch at home. But
dude,
how do those elements play well at all in the movie? The Bonnie and Clyde and the time
thing
period and
is
stuff?
barely a part of it.
Oh,
It's
well.
barely.
I disagree.
Nah, I mean, not. It's like, okay, you go to the movies and some stuff happens and you're on the run, and it's like, yeah, at one point you do get a Ford V8 to drive around it, and there's like one scene, but it doesn't feel like it's like, if they just made it more of a Bonnie and Clyde crazy movie, I think it would have just been a better movie. But it's like,
maybe just keep it straightforward, tell that story.
I
That
think
was-
the
Peter
reason,
Sarsgaard and Penelope Cruz playing these partners.
yeah,
or
those
detectives
two
following
characters
them,
could be completely excised.
They should have been excised. It was bad. I'm like, what are you keep slowing down the movie to go back
Yeah.
to these two characters who both feel like they're in different movies from each other, and then it's like, and Frankenstein has this or his Frank, as he calls him, has he loves going to the movies, and they start doing something interesting with that, and then they just kind of drop it and move on to something else, and then with her,
Well,
they keep alluding to her
no.
past and like because she doesn't have a memory. She doesn't realize she's dead. She thinks she's just been in a bad accident. And it's like,
no,
Frank
she
keeps
knows.
telling her that because he wants to love her. And it's like, you keep trying to push this thing in the narrative about her past and the gangster who kind of threw her out or whatever. And there's no there's no reason to care about any of that shit. It's like, you have Frankenstein's creature and the bride. Fuck what happened before. Go on a crazy adventure. And no.
Yeah, but
does it have?
I disagree with your assessment.
Does it use music, like popular music, in the film as well?
Oh, they play "Putting on the Ritz,"
like rock music. Okay, they stuff. Wait, are you kidding? They play "Putting on the
No,
Ritz"?
I'm not
or-
kidding.
They really use "Putting on the Ritz"?
Yeah. There is a moment where Jessie Buckley's The Bride says, "What is your name? Frankenstein?" And he's like, "Frankenstein."
How was Jessie Buckley's performance? Because apparently she's going to win.
Amazing. Absolutely fucking
Oh, yeah, she really
guns
went for it.
ablazing. I
Did
think
any of you guys
like,
see Hamnet?
No, I have
did. I
not
didn't like
seen
it.
Hamnet. I have not seen Hamnet.
It came on one of the streaming services recently, so I was able to finally watch it. And yeah, it's typical Oscar
I'm
type of film, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
well, I'm a Jessie Buckley, like I'm a Jessie Buckley super fan.
Right,
That-
but
this is my
Hamlet
first
was
time
one
ever
of those
seeing her.
movies where it's trying to be emotionally manipulative to the point that none of it's working. It's like you're trying to make me cry really hard, but there's nothing. There's no character development. There's no real plot. We're just hanging out of the house, and then finally
What,
get to
in
go to London
Hamnet?
for the best scene in the movie in Hamnet. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it's
I
like-
can see why she's nominated. I see that
Yeah.
she gave a
An
good
emotional
performance in the
tour
movie.
de force.
Yeah, it's an emotional tour de force for sure, but I don't know. She
But
didn't
I'd like
strike
to say
me as like,
goodbye to-
this is Meryl Streep. This woman can do anything. I'm
represent this has got to go.
Yeah, goodbye, represent this. Thank you, Scott, for helping me out. Says,
Well-
well, I gotta run, folks. Best wishes to you all.
Go see Hamnet.
No.
Wait.
No, go see F1.
Go
We'll have
see
a-
Tron
definitely- You will
Legacy.
definitely have a better time at F1 than you will have at Hamlet. I can guarantee you that.
Well,
well, I'm
what
just
does
bitter
everyone-
about. I'm
Go
bitter
watch
about,
Requiem for a Dream.
What does everyone think about the possible winner of Best Picture? I'm saying possible because there is other films that have really good chances, but Sinners. What does everyone think of Sinners?
You know, I've seen it 4 times now, and the first 40 minutes is exquisite. And I want to see the rest of that movie because every time the vampires show up, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's going to be a vampire story. And then it's like, of all the vampire stories, it's a From Dusk Till Dawn story. I'm like, why are we compressing all these fun characters and interesting character stories into just one night? And even though it doesn't unfold in real time, you know, because it's going to be one night that they're going to have to go through all the vampire tropes. And it's
Yeah.
like, I love the music angle and how the story's about music and the culture, but I mean, once it gets really into the nitty gritty of all the vampire shit, it just becomes like a generic kind of vampire movie that's not really scary. And the climax does not measure up to how great the first 40 minutes is. Like that scene when Delroy Lindo's riding in the car and he tells the story to him. It's like, that is cinema. That is great. And the ending of it, again, I call it the Marvel hangover from Coogler making Marvel movies, is that the actual final scene of the movie is in the credits after he has the big, animated titles come on. I'm like, wait, what happened to these 2 characters? It's like, oh, we have to have a post-credits or credit scene. I'm like, no, you don't need that. That's got it. I mean, that you need it because that's the final scene, but that should be in the main body of the movie, not confined to the
I
credits.
agree.
That's
Yeah,
interesting. So, is
Oh,
there
yeah.
no major protagonist to that movie that you carry
Oh,
through
there
to
is.
the end?
Michael B. Jordan.
Well, no,
Well, he
there's-
plays 2 people.
There's the I don't know what his name is, but Jack O'Connell character is also
Rennick.
Yeah, he's the main antagonist or whatever.
I just you know what? I am elated for the Oscars that this year the battle between 2 movies is a vampire movie and a comedy. I think I have not seen Sinners. I want to. I have seen One Battle After Another 3 times, well, 2.5 times. And I think that One Battle After Another is the funniest movie that Paul Thomas Anderson has made since Punch Drunk Love. And with Sinners, vampire movie is nominated for an Oscar? Fucking yeah, right?
Yeah,
So,
not a very good vampire movie though. To Kat's point, like that's the weaker elements of the movie is the.
But
vampire.
but what I'm hearing, and again, I haven't seen it, and so I'm not trying to be accusatory or critical. But the thing is that, yeah, man, I love Dusk Till Dawn.
Me too. That's what I'm
great,
hearing.
it's a great crime movie, and then all of a sudden, vampires.
Jill, have you seen Sinners yet?
I haven't seen hers, but From Dusk Till Dawn is one of my favorites. That's a lot of fun.
I
love
think
a lot
both of
series
you
movies.
guys, I think you would both enjoy Sinners. I mean, you might have similar takes that Kat and I have, where you see the movie as two halves to some degree, or see some of the perceived flaws in it. But there's also a lot of great artistry in that movie for sure.
Jill,
And there's good
Jill, you know what's going to
performances all
happen?
What is that?
We're going to end up reviewing Sinners before we review the Monster Squad.
You could do them together. They're both monster movies.
But you guys are
Right,
talking
right
about the Oscars. I'm kind of excited for the Razzies. Section 31 needs to win
The
whole
Oscar
slate.
Squad.
Is that up for a Razzie?
Which
No, Section 31. Section 31 is up for lots of Razzies. The worst director, worst actress, worst film.
Michelle
Best Picture,
Yeoh
rather.
should
Yeah,
show
yeah,
up
Michelle-
and accept her shame.
Was she
Oh, yeah.
really the worst actress, or was she just in a very bad project and she's high profile, so they nominate her?
John, I'm sorry,
Yes.
man. Michelle Yeoh, in my opinion, is one of the worst actors who has ever accepted a trophy from the Academy. Michelle Yeoh sucks. She is terrible.
Even
I don't necessarily
in
need her to win.
anything. In
Even in James
anything I
Bond?
have ever seen her.
Really?
Just need something from Section 31 to get a Razzie. It just,
The only
Kurtzman,
you know
it'll be
what? If you're
Kurtzman's
hanging out with Pierce Brosnan and you cannot be engaging, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand
So was
what
Denise
Michelle
Richards her
Yeoh
engaging Bond girl?
does. I
Denise
don't
Richards-
get what she does.
Well, I don't think she's an amazing actress, but but
Well, she's an Oscar winner for
I-
some reason.
Did you ever watch that Everything Everywhere?
He
All
was
at
really
Once
good
thing?
in that movie, Scott.
she was.
Everything
Yeah.
Everywhere.
No.
Wait, you
That
didn't
was
see
kinda
that
fun.
one, or Scotty? You did not see Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I started watching it.
You
And?
should check that one out. That one,
I started watching it, and you know what turned me off?
Michelle Yeoh,
Yeah.
but Kiki Kwan. You should
Yeah,
watch
did
Yeah,
you get up
he's
to her
good.
daughter?
Her daughter was awesome. I love her.
Yeah, I liked her a lot.
Well,
She's
now you're
cool.
talking me into something that I don't
Michelle
want.
Yeoh was
Oh,
very
it's fucking
good in
amazing.
Everything Everywhere. All
No,
at Once.
Michelle Yeoh is. I can't even say what I want to say. I was going to say vanilla, but that's not accurate. No, Michelle Yeoh is not something that I enjoy. Michelle Yeoh is coconut to me. I don't know if that's racist. If it is,
Kinda.
I didn't mean it in such a way, but I'm just saying I do not
Why
like
is that
coconut.
racist? What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm protecting
I don't know
myself.
how that's racist.
But I'm just saying there are lots of people in the world who love the flavor of coconut. I do not.
I don't.
And
I hate
I think-
coconut, but she's not coconut.
She's
Yeah.
coconut. She's
No.
mango.
She kicks ass.
No, she's more
Because-
like that green melon in the fruit salad.
Oh, honeydew.
That's it.
It's just, I'm sure people like Michelle Yeoh. I'm not the authority. I'm just saying, I don't like Michelle Yeoh. Never have, never will.
Just wanted to hate on bad Star Trek. But
She's
yeah, okay.
she's not up for any
We're so-
Academy Awards this year. She's up. For
No, but
Raz-
she already has one.
Well, She might be winning a Razzie, so you can feel better about it.
I
She'll
will.
be getting
I
the
will.
worst actor.
I feel this is one of his.
It'll be
90s
tomorrow.
hot takes.
I just want to make sure that I am disparaging the actor, and I hope I am not being racist.
This is all my fault. You can go back to the Oscars now if you want.
I'll
'cause I
go
don't know
back
where
to the
Ben
Oscars.
is. I think Ben went to sleep.
Possibly.
Yeah, he
Well,
does
then,
that
in
at certain
that
times when the
case-
stream gets to somewhere. He just disappears and he doesn't come back.
Well, then you
I don't
guys
know.
hold the fort. I'm gonna have a smoke, and don't worry about it. You know what the best part is?
Do you have the buttons?
I have the buttons.
Yay! Okay.
What?
Okay, so that just means that he's gonna have a cigarette and we can talk for a little bit.
John,
and then he'll
don't you
come
have
back.
the buttons?
No, what buttons?
You know, in the top
Control
right
the
hand of
show.
the
No.
yeah,
No,
you can
only
you can
you have
hit
the
end
buttons, Scott.
screen.
I don't believe I have it.
No,
Holy
Scotty, you
shit.
have it.
I have the power.
That's okay.
Do you want to end the
No,
stream?
it's fine. No, not yet. I'm gonna go have a smoke.
Okay.
Come back. Have fun. Good luck. Don't die.
That was a fun
So
one.
up for Razzies, since I made this topic, and since it's my responsibility, is War of the Worlds. Why did I only watch bad movies last year? What is?
Yeah,
wrong
Jill,
with
come
me?
on.
Wait, if you've seen more movies on the Razzie list than the Oscar list, yeah, that's a problem. You are
I'm
selecting.
so
the wrong-
sorry. No, the problem. The reason why I saw War of the Worlds was because I was invited on Doomcock's stream, and he said, "You don't have to watch more than 10 minutes of it. I just need you to get an impression of the movie." And I put it on, and I couldn't turn it off. It was so. You can film the entirety of War of the Worlds right here on a YouTube channel, and you just had to bring up the right footage and just look at the screen like you're afraid, and that's War of the Worlds. But then also you need a drone and Amazon delivery drone, and that's it. That's the whole movie.
I hear the Amazon delivery drone saved the world.
It did also knowing what passwords to put in, and if you don't know the passwords to put in, you find your kid who is like a secret hacker, and he'll help you. And your daughter is a super
I think
scientist.
that movie is going to win the Razzie. I didn't watch it myself, but so many people had it.
Probably.
You think if they had titled it something else and that maybe people wouldn't have freaked out as much about it?
Yeah,
by
I
naming
think if it
after
was
some
like
famous.
It's not so much a freak out, Cat. It's like
some
it's not.
generic apocalypse name.
If you're gonna have some Martians come from Mars, we love War of the Worlds. Everybody loves it. But what they did was they took footage from real life wars and put the Martians in there.
Real-life wars. Oh God. Right, but what I mean is, if it had been not named War of the Worlds, where we expect a level of quality, and they just picked some stupid random name, you think people would have watched it as much or hated on it as much?
Well, that's the case with anything. Nobody would have watched Section 31 if it didn't have the word Star Trek on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the problem with a lot of the bad movies is they lean on the property
Yeah.
to get
that's the way to
attention.
sell it.
You're not wrong there.
Everything is an IP.
Yep. That's funny.
I didn't see
That's
Snow
the
White.
one
So I didn't
thing-
see everything on the Razzie list.
That's one of the things I kind of liked about Sinners was that at least it was an attempt in today's movie making to put out something original. But then at the end of the day, it feels so derivative of Dusk Till Dawn that it's like it's not really that original.
But it has Pamela Anderson with the snake.
Right, but it actually has a lot more themes and stuff to say whereas from Dusk
It's
Till Dawn,
way
it's
better
just-
than Dusk Till Dawn. But the fact that the concept already exists, and so similarly, that I don't know, it loses points. It has points for being one of the few original films and being a successful original film, like a film to garner the same kind of conversation, popularity, box office dollars that the IPs get, but being its own original thing. That's hard to come by these days. But at the end of the day, it's also not that original.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Or I'd ask the chat what they want to talk about, but they're not here. But,
well, okay, if there is anyone on the chat, who would you pick for Best Picture at the Oscars? Tell us your picks for who should win Best Picture or Best Actor or Best Supporting Actor. Seems like Best Supporting Actor and Best Supporting Actress are the races that kind of still have a lot of possibilities.
Well, who do you think for Best Actor then?
Well, I think the talk is that I haven't seen Marty Supreme. I hear Chalamet's great in it. I kind of feel like from the conversations I've heard that's probably who I would pick if I had seen it. Because I think the front runner right now might be Michael B. Jordan. And I liked him, but I possibly wouldn't even nominate him if I was still picking 5 performances. I haven't seen a lot of them. I didn't see the Ethan Hawke performance. It's not like the old days where I've seen all these usually. Now it's just a few of them.
Yeah, I think
I'm so out of touch. I feel like I saw The Creator last year, but that was 2023.
Yeah. I feel Michael B. Jordan has momentum going into it had momentum going into the last round of voting.
He's kind of my favorite vampire.
Of all vampires?
No, it's William Marshall. William Marshall.
You just watched Blackula today.
I did just watch Blackula today. So
It's kind of hard to top Othello.
it is. You know what? I want to see that. Hang on a second.
Me too. I need to see
I'm
it.
trying to find a way. I'm trying to find. We're leaving, right? We're done.
We're all done. We need to go see Othello
I don't think
starring
Ben's
Marshall.
coming back. I don't know why he
William.
dropped out.
Well, he was trying to end the show, but we were all having fun, so he left.
Oh,
Well, he
I
didn't
realize
leave
he was
because
gonna
we
end
were
it.
having fun.
No, of course not. No. What happened was, his
Well,
girl-
I just might lose my head.
There he
What
is.
was that, Jill?
That's what happens.
What were you saying, Jill?
No, nothing much really. I was trying to give excuses for Ben. That didn't make any sense.
Yeah, we
But
covered
Cinema
a lot of
Globe
this
is
in the first
amazing.
hour of the show.
Yes, and so I suppose that is the best way. John, you can help me with this. Is that the best way that you can ensure that you see more Cinema Gulp? Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you would like to become a member, please do. It supports the channel.
Wait, there are memberships on
Is that
here?
what you're? Is that what
Ben
you're?
doesn't have memberships.
Just
You can send a super chat.
Get off my case, motherfucker!
Exactly.
Is Cat watching TV already? We're not out. We're not off. We're not
No,
off the
it's
air yet.
Ben.
It's actually Ben.
Yeah, it's Ben. And I do have something on right now, but
That's me. I'm watching a combination of Dawson's Creek and Beverly Hills 90210 at the exact same time. So.
And why don't you have memberships on your channel? You're missing out on some money. There are lots of people who want to be your member.
Money on the table.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it
What
out.
are we doing? Is this a staff meeting?
No,
I don't know. It sounds like we're at the end of the stream.
We're at the end of the stream. We talked about all the movies from 2006, probably.
And Ben and I were talking about Friday the 13th because today is Friday the 13th. We're
Yeah.
talking about those movies. And I got the original one on right now.
Oh man, I'm gonna watch part 3 and 4 tonight before I go to bed. I love those
Nice.
ones.
I'm gonna watch Halloween 3.
Okay.
I'm going to read my list of worst movies of 2006 since we've talked about.
Oh,
some
yes.
of
Yeah,
You mean 2000 sucks?
2006. Yeah. Worst movies. This is reverse order, so the last one will be the worst one.
All right.
Pulse. I don't even know if I remember that. I think it's a remake of a Japanese horror movie or something.
Never heard of it.
Ultraviolet.
Is that like with Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Pulse is not, but
Okay.
the winner of this might be. Ultraviolet, which was
okay.
Mila Jovovich, like one of her shitty action mid 2000s action sci-fis.
It's like an Aeon Flux ripoff.
Yes, it was a ripoff of Aeon Flux.
Yeah.
Scary Movie 4, which all of those mid 2000s parody movies are just excruciating.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, the next one, the runner-up to the worst movie of the year, is Date Movie.
Oh yeah.
And then my pick for worst of the entire year was The Grudge Part 2, which I don't know if that one has Sarah Michelle Gellar in it still. It might be like her sister or some bullshit in the sequel. I don't even think it's her.
I never saw The Grudge 1.
That was Sarah Michelle Gellar, I think, was the star of that one. Right?
Oh, but then there's also Bill Murray's only regret in life, and that is being Garfield.
Is that from 2006?
Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties stars Bill Murray.
Yeah. No, that is Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, this is a sequel. He regretted it once, and he came back to regret it again.
Well, it's time to go.
Okay, guys. We drink your cinema.
Okay.
Good night, sweet people.